fan code.
Right, then the two Meaties Metals openers are out there in the middle. Faizan Awan and the captain, Khurram Khwaja. Faizan Awan marking his guard in that Caribbean manner a la Shivnara and Chandapal. And Ramnaresh Sawan. It will be Khurram Khwaja at the non-striker's end. Of course, these teams, well, they're far away from the semi-final spot, but they will want to finish in the top four. It's going to be Mohammad Ismail, the new addition to the side, taking the new ball. Slip in place for him. There's a deep third and a deep fine leg orthodox fast bowlers field. And match number 52 of the Arabian Cricket League is underway.
There you go, plays the call and the ball is on target. Faizan Awan must be looking to get that ball a little old. Well, the bowlers only have these few overs at the start. They might nibble around a little bit, but then my only worry is that Dew will join us and these bowlers will struggle. I expect a high scoring run match here.
Yeah, it's already very wet out there. greasy outfield. Back of a length squeezed away to point. So Ismail is not particularly quick, but steady and accurate.
Yeah, he's angling it. Not a lot of swing for him, but just enough swing to get the outside edge. And the good sign is he's got a slip on. And he's asking the right question to the batter. Faizan Awan. Well, he needs some runs on his belt. And he's an extremely good all-rounder for the team Mideast Metals. He's been with them. Gelled really well. Oh, that was a beauty. Beautiful delivery.
Yeah, it was fuller, but he tried to play it off the back foot. Need to get those feet moving. Like you mentioned, Faizan, stylish player. Runs really hard between the wickets. He's not a six hitter, but he does play those boundary shots very elegantly, especially behind point. So far, Mohammad Ismail has been right on the money. Bowling in that uncertain channel outside the off stump.
He's pushing Faizan on a back foot. Yeah, I think nothing wrong with that. Faizan need to look out these first overs. And then he can score runs, because the more he spend time at the centre, the better it is for him.
I wonder if he has that in-swing delivery to the right-hander. Everything we've seen has been going across. So if he can produce that in-swinger, he set up Faizan really nicely for it.
I think Faizan need to play on the front foot, not the back foot. Oh yes, he's put that one away, but not timed it sweetly. They'll get only 2. And with that, Mideast Metals alongside Faizan will open their account with 2 runs.
And not a very convincing pull shot. Not his natural stroke. But was lucky he missed that mid-wicket fielder. Has to be careful. Steady start for NBD.
Yeah, they got a deep square leg for him. The idea is to bowl around the pad. Mohammad Ismail, if he just can get one nip and bowl that nips into the right-hander, he'll be on money. Outside off, cracked it, find the gap, 4 runs, first boundary for Mideast and Faizan Awan. What a shot.
Yeah, that's his strong area, behind point. Always looking for that cut shot, and this time he latched onto it beautifully. Put away for the first 4 of the night. There you go, slight width and fast hands to the ball.
Well, it will be Mohammad Yasir coming in from the ICCA academic end for Emirates NBD Cricket Club. And he's warming up, stretching up. He's a good, fine bowler. Oh, in swinger he started with. And it'll be the captain of Mideast Metals on strike. Yeah, you need to rub it on. You're getting that no protection there.
Well, I love the spray paint on his pads. It's matching the sweater and has some stars on it as well. Very nice.
All green versus blue. We all know what that means. Well, the last time I saw these colors, I saw it in the finals of Asia Cup. Similar kind of a kit for Sri Lanka and similar kind of kit for Pakistan in the battle here at the Sports City.
Yeah, both of the new ball bowlers for NBD are not that quick, but super accurate and can swing the ball.
Yeah, one takes it away and the other one brings it in. Well, both the openers need to take a little bit of time to understand and get settled. We saw that how it worked out for Adnan Arif. He was spending some time at centre and played that inning. Oh, this one has been hit. Put away. He might find the boundary. Yes, he does. Nicely timed it. He knew it. The ball was going to come in.
Yeah, just lost his length there, Yasir, and there was nobody at square leg. So it was pretty much a free hit. Look at that. Swinging swiveling with the hips and nicely put away by Khurram Khwaja for his first boundary.
And I'm sure you'll be cheering for him, at least for the name.
Yeah, he's a quality player. He takes a lot of wickets with his gentle variations, medium pace as well.
Yeah, he bowls unorthodox. Tries to bowl that with the wrist as well, and flights the ball. Oh! Yeah, just 4 runs, Theo, and the rest has been dot balls, so he doesn't seem to be believing in singles. I think they should work on the singles as well, because the only boundaries you're dealing with, you really need to play slightly soft and run for it.
Yeah, all of the ring fielders are on the edge of the 30-yard circle, so you can certainly pick up ones and twos. Pulled away, fine leg in the circle. Another boundary and too easy for Khurram Khwaja.
Well, that's been the case here. The bowler will bowl the loosener and he will climb on over it. It's always a risky to bowl indicus, and this time Khwaja gets complete pace of the bat on it. All he had to do is just glide it and show its way down the fine leg area. Nothing for the fielder. It's been a good start for Midis Muckles.
Yeah, when you have a deep cover and long on in place, you have to pitch the ball up. He's just dropping it short.
Oh, asking the right question. Not an easy to do that. Yasir really bending down and bowling that Yorker. Good thinking. 2 gone, 15 for none. Yeah, it's been an excellent start for Midis. No loss so far, and very watchful there. Faizan Aman just glided and took a single. That's the right thing to do. Khurram Khwaja will be on strike. He's batting on 10. Oh, pardon me. It was Khurram Khwaja who took a single. Now Faizan to deal with Mohammad Ismail. The angling away, he's bringing the fine leg up and pushing the square leg behind.
Yeah, sensible change in the field, giving some protection square of the wicket. Although he doesn't seem to be express quick, still you need protection on either side of the rope.
You're a right fielding set for Faizan, but he bowled full straight to the fielder, and now that's what we've been talking about. The fielders are at the edge of the circle, so singles are available.
17 for none. Pretty solid start. Current run rate of 7.3. Of course, you can watch all the live action of the Arabian Cricket League on the FanCode app in India, the ICCA Academy Facebook page, and the CricTracker channel on YouTube. And now we're into the crunch stage of the tournament, Abid.
Oh yeah, it's been a long tournament. A lot of entertaining games. Oh, beautiful delivery. Gets that little bit of an extra bounce there, Mohammad Ismail.
Yeah, he's not too tall, but hits the seam. There you can see. And this pitch will always offer you something if you can present the seam correctly.
Well, it's that you need to love the seam position, the way you hold it, the way you need to release. It's an art to be a fast bowler, and quite a bit of a challenge. If you're just bowling too quick, you'll have to deal with the injuries. This time, similar bowl, similar result, but the intent from Khwaja was to go big downtown
Yeah, he wanted to thrash it over that cover region. And you need somebody to look to play aerial in the power play. Faizan, more of a technically correct player, but Khurram Khwaja will take that chance.
Yeah, that's what they need to work on. That total on board. 10 from here will take them to 198 almost. And that's what should be the aim. They got that start. Just get the ball a little old. Don't lose any wicket. And the looseness will come your way. Ismail is absolutely bowling right channel in the areas. Repeatedly beating Khwaja. And it's not that Khwaja want to defend that one. He's up to it. He just want to hit the ball hard. Maybe that's the error he's making. Why don't he look for that backward point area? Cut the ball.
And there you can see there's a sort of a fly gully in place. Hamad Ahmed in there alongside the keeper Mohammad Shahir. I'd like to see one man in the orthodox first slip or second slip position.
Well, indeed. It's just that muscle memory keeps on repeating. That's kind of sort. Yeah. One more delivery beats him comprehensively. That brings the over to an end. Just 2 of it. 17 for non-Mideast metals. Well, Yasser seems to be continuing from the ICCA Cricket Academy. Well, those in-swingers might get him a wicket. The final ball was a Yorker. This time he bowled it outside off and given a lot of width. And it's not Khwaja, it's Faizan Awan who loves to play at the backward point. And he got the gap between the two fielders.
Yeah, I don't understand the need for having such a defensive field. You should always have a deep third for your fast bowler. And he just glided it between point and that short third. That was an easy boundary for Faizan.
Well, clearly the idea is that to make him play this cut shot and play a little aerial, but it's a lot of defensive approach. And that's the reason Emirates NBD Cricket Club haven't picked up a wicket inside this first 3 overs. These are very crucial overs. These are the chances only where you can get a wicket. That's now the line and length. Unplayable delivery there from Yasser.
Yeah, he has a bit of heat when he really bends his back. And now he sent that short third back onto the boundary rope. So he can bowl with a lot more confidence. Has a deep square leg and a deep third. Typical fast bowler's field.
Indeed. Oh, big shout, big shout, big shout. Given out that ball. Mind was going down the leg side. Not so sure, but the umpire has the best view. And he got a wicket with the in-swinger.
Absolutely picture perfect on the back pad. And umpire Vipin Singh had a long think about it and then raised the dreaded digit. So Faizan Awan has to head back thanks to a beauty from Mohammad Yasir. It's 21 for 1.
A bit of a bother here. So finally, a wicket comes in for Emirates NBD Cricket Club, and the big man comes in to the middle as well. Harun Altaf. What an experienced campaigner he is.
Yeah, he's a good player to have in your top order. Power play specialist. Let's see if he can get going tonight. Oh, struck on the pads, but this time it was well down the leg side, and they'll steal a leg by.
Well, those in-swingers are deadly in-swingers, asking the right questions. He's hitting at the right areas. Look at that. Swing, seam, and going down the leg side.
Yeah, and that big stride across his stumps, that's pretty dangerous against an in-swing bowler. You want to go down the pitch rather than across.
A bit of shiny. Well, I'm sure he goes to the perfect barber.
Well, he shines the ball and he shines his head. They're both sparkling.
Oh, very close. You got a hand onto it. Lucky for Harun, it did not ended up into the stumps. Otherwise, he was walking in the park.
Yeah, we've seen that happen so many times. Just the bowler getting a fingertip, getting a fingernail. Let's take a look if Harun Altaf was... Yeah, he was awake to it. Smart.
Yeah, I can recall 1999. Oh, this one is smoked. This one is aerial. Fielder is around, but he won't be doing anything. That's the longest part of the ground, but he got a 4 runs.
Well, that was smacked in front of square. In fact, towards mid-wicket. In the arc. Took it on the up. And that's a big shot. All the way for a boundary. 26 for 1 at the end of 4. So Mohammad Ismail will continue for his third over. Trying to slice that away behind point. Good fielding by Akhlaq Haider at point. He has a 5 to his name in the tournament already, so I expect him to be introduced in the power play as well. Decent swing bowler. But meanwhile, Ismail has been right on the money. Steady, accurate, disciplined lines. Asking the right questions. Current run rate just below 6.5, so NBD will be pleased with this start. Punch to mid-off, and they'll push for 1. Just about makes it in time.
With 28 of 1, Mideast Metal in a bit of a bother there. They were looking good when they had all the wickets in hand. So it could have made difference. Just 1 wicket makes a huge difference in the game.
Yeah, for sure. They needed Faizan Awan to get a big score. Have plenty of batting to come with the likes of Manal Siddiqui, Ali Anwar. And of course, they're missing a very important player, Atikur Rahman, still recovering from injury. He's been in really good form with the bat recently. Chipped towards mid-on. They're not taking a single there. Charuka is a very good fielder.
Yeah, I think they should be focusing more on singles now, because every fielder is at the edge of the 30-yard circle. Well, if you can find the boundary, well, if not, then at least you need to keep that scoreboard ticking.
Well, they've made a change in the field. There's a deep square leg going out now, and the deep fine leg coming in. So perhaps trying to set him up for the short ball, test him, or is it a double bluff?
Gear up. Oh, he goes straight. He nailed it, beats the fielder, ball sparks away, hits the fence. What a boundary.
Well, it was the double bluff, and Haroon Altaf is too experienced to miss out. Wonderful off drive. It was pitched up, and that big backlift. And mid-off, well, he needed to put a dive in there. Once it goes past you, it's always going to be a boundary. Top shot.
Quite a bit of a challenge there. You pitch it up, you might get a wicket or might get punished. Oh, he goes aerial. Third man in business. Oh, he puts it down. Difficult one, but should have been taken.
Yeah, I'm not sure it carried, but certainly was a chance. Slightly wider, and Haroon Altaf slashed at it. Let's take a look here. Yeah, didn't really judge the flight well there. Thankfully, it didn't go for 4. So Ismail looks tired. It's been a long spell. Was unlucky not to have a wicket there. Haroon Altaf will take chances in the power play. That's the way he plays. Nicely cut away, but good stop at point. 33 for 1 at the end of 5. So the skipper will continue his spell as well. 33 for 1 in the 5 overs. Honours even, I would say. Both sides not quite taking control of the game. Pull shot. That's gone like a rocket. Wow.
And I think this over makes the impact in the game. Counts a lot the final over of the power play. Always better look to target the 6th over when the ball gets slightly old. And out of nowhere, he's pulled out from the offside to on. A little bit of a lack of pace there from Yasir. And Khwaja was, pardon me, Haroon was climbing on over it.
Yeah, he's an aggressive player by nature. Loves to thrash the ball. And once again, they're making changes in the field. There's a mid-wicket posted, but in the inner ring, right on the edge.
Big shot. No. He's pulled out the wheel himself, knowing the ball is going down the leg side. That's been the problem with Yasir. He swings yard. Look at that.
Big movement in the air. And Haroon Altaf trapped on the crease. He has to be careful, because we know when Yasir gets it right, he will produce wicket-taking deliveries.
Indeed, he does that. He should have been the one who's given the license. Don't worry about the runs that you concede. All we want from you is wickets. He's the right man to do that. He's already got a wicket. That was a big wicket of Faizan Awan. And still he's bowling. Some of the deliveries are unplayable. Movement in the air. No answer for that to Altaf.
You have to be careful with your offside play against an in-swing bowler. Anything can be chopped onto the stumps, in a half of the bat, caught at mid-wicket. And he's bowling a wonderful spell tonight.
Well, you'd have no area to go but downtown. The straight you play, the better it is for you. Don't try to play him across the line when he's hunting for the bats. He might trap you in front. If you want to know the more story, have a man at the dugout, Faizan Awan, who knows. Oh, this one is played beautifully, up and over. 2 bounces into the fence. Great looking shot from Haroon Altaf.
Yeah, that was too full. Became a slot ball. And Haroon Altaf, that's what he's looking for. Something to hit. Going aerial over extra cover. Nicely put away. Did that with a lot of ease. So now this power play is looking slightly better for the men in green. And I always prefer to see Harun Altaf batting in the power play. Big full toss. But there is protection down the ground. Missed out there. Projected scores hovering around 140. I think with this slick, wet outfield, you will need at least 175, 180. You need to create a buffer for your fast bowlers. In fact, all your bowlers, when they have to bowl with the wet ball later in the evening.
Some good luck to Team Midis Battle when they'll be coming in to bowl. This is up. And that is just the splice of a bat. And a chase for the fielder. Oh, he struggles a bit, but then he cut down from the boundary line. Meanwhile, they'll complete 2, and this over is gone for 11. 44 for 1 at the end of power play, Midis Metals.
Akhlaq Haider coming into the attack. He is the primary wicket taker. Let's see if he can get going tonight as well. Now the power play has ended, so he'll have some cushion. Tends to go for runs a bit. Let's take a look at the field. There's a long on, long off, deep mid wicket, deep cover and a deep third. And just pushed into the point region for a dot ball. So where does he not have protection? Basically towards fine leg and point. So the plan has to be pitch the ball up and keep it straight. You have the leg side fielders. Outside edge. And poor fielding at deep third. Boundary.
Yeah, well, you just don't need to do little over. You need to bring your body behind. But that all counts. He gets 4 runs. Khwaja, out of nowhere, Harun, pardon me, goes in a back foot, and you need to slide. You need to slide.
Yeah, lazy effort, didn't bend completely for it. So Harun Altaf has got a few boundaries away, 19 of 12. Jammed his bat down, somehow squeezed it through extra cover. And somehow they'll pick up 2.
Yeah, they need to keep that net ticking. 50 comes up for Midis Metals, finally with a loss of 1 wicket. But they are just on an even position. They should have been around 60 by now, because it's easy to bat down now because it's already a lot of wet conditions. But they're certainly looking for that 200 run on board. For that, they might need to work. I think 10 runs and over will take them to 182. I don't feel that's a comfortable total. You need to be slightly higher than that.
Most certainly. You need plenty of gap between that par score. You need to cross it by some distance. Outer half of the bat, good fielding at point. So Akhlaq is bowling in the right areas. It's a good attacking length.
Yeah, always a challenge for the new bowler, because the platform being set by those attackers. They attacked really well. They got a wicket as well. They contained some runs. This wicket is just became batting friendly now as the day progresses. So Akhlaq giving 7 runs out of 5 deliveries. It's just great that all these bowlers need to be given the mission that you don't need to concede more than 8 runs in over. That should be the plan from the captain, no matter what.
Steady over so far. Yorker, length and nicely bowled. 51 for 1. So another left arm seamer being introduced. Mohammad Imran is not as quick as the other two we've seen. Let's see if he can get going tonight.
Oh, that quickly get a run. Yeah, you're spot on there, is he? Well, I think he's not putting extra effort to bowl. He's just nipping around. But if you're bowling with that pace and that line in length, I wouldn't mind to have the keeper up.
Most certainly. That's a good suggestion. Khurram Khwaja, run a ball 17 so far. Hit away to Hamad Ahmed. Well, he'll be a key player for Emirates NBD. Already has a century to his name in the Arabian Cricket League. Fantastic player.
Oh, indeed. What a knock that was. I witnessed that game. He's played tremendously well. Not under pressure. And that knock was special because he had to deliver. He did that. Look at that. Down the leg side is appealing for it. I'm not sure for what he's appealing with. Some mind games with the umpire.
And I think NBD will be perfectly happy if Harun Altaf and Khurram Khwaja go at about 7 runs per over. That's not going to hurt them. They don't want to be chasing anything more than 180. I feel that will be game in hand, even though Midis Metals have a lot of quality bowling in their side. Ali Anwar, Hazrat Bilal, Tehran Khan. Big shot down the ground. He's connected and smashing into the side screen for a maximum.
Real loosener there from Imran. He's given him in the arc. Yeah, right onto the slot. Easy picking for the batter. That is straight travelling. Just hits the rope for a maximum.
Yeah,
Just enough.
That was nothing more than a throwdown. You have to put a lot more effort than that. Oh, beating the outside edge. Perhaps got a feather edge on it. He does make the ball just nip here and there, but just not quick enough.
Hey, need a little work on that. That's what you know, these players having a day job and they play out of the passion. The more they play, the better they'll get. They're semi-pros right now.
Oh, big shot attempted down the leg side. His eyes lit up, but just thudded into the pad. 60 for 1 at the end of 8. Outside edge. Well, Akhlaq Heather, you're offering a hint of width, and Harun Altaf is taking full toll.
Just that counts everywhere. He was looking somewhere and the ball travels the other way. Nothing for the keeper, but unfortunately there is no slip at Gordon. He gets 4 runs. He'll enjoy certainly that one. Harun Altaf is now playing a tremendous knock with a very good strike rate. He need to continue.
Yeah, I think they should seriously think about having Harun Altaf open with Khurram Khwaja and Faizan Awan at 3, because he has that power play game. He has those power shots. He likes to go over the top. Faizan Awan, more technically correct, very good against spin. He'll run hard between the wickets as well.
Very valid point. Running hard between the wicket is a key. Well, if they get Atiq back in the team, Faizan and Atiq would be something to witness. They are quick between the wicket. They don't get boundaries, but they'll do fine. Oh, heaving on the onside. That's the area he's locked it on. He want to smash it, despite there is enough production. But those fielders will be only watching the ball, saying, "Oh, if he connects well." All he needs is a connection. Khurram Khwaja playing 20 balls. Oh, this one he gets it. Not convincing, but what an effort! What an effort! What a great fielding at display.
Well, that was almost the catch of the tournament there. The long on fielder flinging himself to his right. That was belted hard. Take a look at this. Oh, just leaping there. Charuka, I think it was. And popping out of the hands.
This time he goes on to the offside. And his partner sent him back.
Yeah, a bit of confusion there between Harun and Khurram Khwaja. Have to be careful. The last thing you want is a silly run out. This partnership of 45 looking pretty good.
Yeah, Harun accelerating. We got slightly full. Not enough connection. Get only 1. That will conclude the over. 9 gone, 67 for 1 Midis Metals. And Imran to continue from the ICCA Cricket Academic end. Oh, be careful out there. I would really like to see the keeper up. Even with this pace, if he gets ace, the ball will not carry to the keeper. Keeper is way back. He bowls full. It's been hit straight to the fielder on the middle. Doesn't go the way Bidis Metal wanted the start. Yes, they got only 1 wicket down, but I feel that they're just playing with low run rate. They're not able to find the boundaries. They at least need a boundary every over. But oh boy, these bowlers are putting a good effort. He's came down the track. We might look for the height, but no, I think that's fair because he's walked it out. Oh, goodness me. Be careful. They're just taking it for granted. Walking in the park.
Yeah, NBD won't mind that they've only picked up 1 wicket in 10 overs because the run rate is not too threatening. Big shot by Harun Altaf. Over cow corner. That's a biggie.
That's what I was talking about. You need to tong if you've tonged it well with authority. Get some maximum. Look at that. Slow one, bowling in the arc. That's gone. That's traveled the distance.
Well, they're taking a risk here by giving Mohammad Imran overs against Harun Altaf. Fair enough, he's only conceded 15 in 10 deliveries. Oh, nicely bowled. Just held it back a touch. And like I was mentioning, fair enough that the current run rate is not too high, but you want to be picking up wickets as well. Just keeping the batters honest. 50 partnership raised with that gigantic 6.
Yeah, with 2 minds there, Harun Altaf ends up taking single. And halfway through, 76 for 1 MEM.
Anurag Nishad is the new bowler being introduced. So we're going to see a change of pace here. Some spin being introduced at the halfway mark. And it's a very tricky period of the game. The dew has kicked in. It's making the ball wet. We've already had a change because the ball had gone misshapen. Oh, it's chipped in the air, but there's nobody at mid-wicket. Well, that's an opportunity lost. And Harun Altaf, you're a lucky boy. He moves to 44 of 29 deliveries. And there you can see Abid Anurag furiously working away with the towel.
Well, indeed, it's time when after halfway through we see the spinner coming in. Clearly the reason due, captain doesn't believe the spinners will deliver, but this is up in the air. Fielder circling underneath. Should be taken. No, he puts it down. Mohammad Imran, what have you done? You could have taken that easy, jolly catch, but put it down.
Well, once again, the slippery ball. It was a genuine top edge towards short fine leg. And now we know why Mohammad Imran is at short fine leg. He never looked like he was gonna hold on to that one. Quicker one, pushed through and flicked to mid-wicket. So he's bowling well here, Anurag.
Yeah, the spin is working. You need to believe in the spinner. The spinners have a key role to play in any team. You need to have the variety of spinners. The left armers, the leggies, the offies. You need to have in the tank all the options. Yeah, you're match winners. Again in the air. This time it will land just in front of Mohammad Imran. Pretty busy day for Imran at the outfield.
Yeah, the ball seems to be following him. And so far, he's looked very decent here. And like you mentioned, absolutely. Well, off break has gone out of fashion. But certainly left arm spinners and wrist spinners, they control the tempo of the game in T20.
Get ready. Shorter, high, handsome, over the line for a maximum, and 50 for Harun Altaf. What a timing On to that, and what a great sensational knock this has been from the experienced man.
Yeah, they needed somebody to be the aggressor after Faizan Awan got out, and Harun Altaf has responded to the challenge. Excellent strike rate, 3 maximums to his name. And he's looking good for plenty more, especially with that wet ball causing a lot of problems for Emirates NBD. So they've taken 10 off the over now. 1 poor delivery, and that can ruin your figures. Now they've posted a deep mid-wicket as well for Harun Altaf. More protection on the leg side. And can he continue batting in this vein? Can he get a big score? 75, 80 plus. That would send Mid East Metals on their way to a big score. Oh, it's a no ball from Anurag. Well, can you believe it?
Well, yeah, he's hit the stumps while bowling. A bit of change in the regulation and the rules.
Well, that is very harsh. We saw the England fast bowler Stephen Finn.
Oh, yes.
That ruined his international career. The way he used to keep knocking the bails over. Short ball, pulled away. In front of square for 6.
Well, take that. Free hit, flies for a maximum. What else you need? Harun Altaf on a mission. Look at that. Banged it short, easy picking. And that ball travelled. 11 gone, 93 for 1.
So yet more spin being introduced. It's a tall off spinner, Charuka Raveen, coming in from the ICCA Academy end. He's a decent option to have. Now this partnership has swelled up to 72 runs, going along at 8.5 per over. So they've certainly set the platform for a big score for Mid East Metals. Chipped in the air, but there's nobody protecting on the inner ring on the leg side. So Khurram Khwaja smartly feeding the strike to Harun Altaf, who's batting beautifully. And I'm sure he'll be looking to counterattack the spinners once again. He's hit some calculated sixes just when the team needed them for that impetus. And so far, they're building up a head of steam very nicely indeed. Wide-ish long off, long on. A deep cow corner, deep mid-wicket as well. And he pulls it behind square. The only fielder up on the leg side was the fine leg, and he's hit it exactly in that region. Beautifully put away. It was too short and just whipped it away off the hips for a boundary. Easy pickings for a man in form. 61 of 34 now. We've seen some sparkling hitting today. First from Kamarawan for Karwan CC, then Adnan Arif for Ajman Heroes. And now it's over to Harun Altaf for Mid East Metals. Good looking glide. They haven't taken a single though. That should have been an easy one. Perhaps hit it a bit too hard. There you can see Charuka. As soon as he gets the ball, out comes the towel. down the leg side once again. He's very lucky that wasn't dispatched for 4. So certainly the ground conditions causing a lot of havoc. Big shot. He climbs into it and just over the long on. Anurag. Well, that wasn't a convincing jump. And it's another biggie, another maximum to Harun Altaf.
Well, I'll talk about connection. That connected really well. Look at that. That's for us, not for the batter. He knew it. The bowler's flung. The soon he's hit it, that one at the middle.
100 up for Midis Metals. Now the projected scores are looking very big indeed. They were just hovering around 7.2, now going at 9 per over. Drilled, but straight to Khurram Khwaja. Couldn't get out of the way there. Has to be careful. He's already been in the wars. And in these wintry conditions, that ball will really sting Abid.
Well, definitely. Not the ideal. Ouch. Well, out of nowhere you get a sting there. That's put away on the onside. There's a man fielder. Need to be careful. It's not easy to field at the wet outfield. You might expect some of the misfields as well. But well done, that fielder. 106 for the end of 12.
Anuj Thakur coming in to the attack, so he'll bowl some medium pace just like Mohammad Imran. So they're switching away from the spinners. Let's see if that move pays off. Deep fine leg, deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, and of course the long off along with the deep cover. Pardon me. Oh, good delivery. Right areas, but Harun Altaf is looking to be very aggressive.
Oh, well, Harun is connecting really well, and my only doubt is if Anuj is going to bowl onto the slot, he will be certainly punished. Now with that, achieved run rate is slightly jumping over in the partnership move to 86. All of a sudden, what an attack this has been. Khwaja puts it up in the air. Keeper now getting underneath it. They need to call. Collusion. But the ball is gone down. Kiss the turf.
Well, that was always the keeper's catch. I'm not sure why Mohammad Imran didn't get out of the way. And yet another chance goes begging. That's the second time they've dropped Khurram Khwaja. Went straight up and nowhere else. And take a look at this. This could have been dangerous.
Oh. Yeah. The keeper had kind of a sense that Imran is on the way, but I'm not sure why was he there. The call should be loud and clear. Mine. That's gone. Swung of the bat and gets 4 runs. That's the punishment when you put down the catch.
Well, once again, sliding down leg and just a whip of the wrist, like you said, towards fine leg. This is poor bowling from NBD. The wheels are coming off now. And Harun Altaf, he sailed into the 70s.
And all of a sudden, we might expect 100 from him. The way he's going, he's cruising and hitting the bowlers. Surprisingly, no Manal Siddiqui. Oh, that's wide. That's wide. Out of the way and off the target. Anuj Mujahid standing tall there as an umpire today. It's glad to see him around.
Yeah, one of the emerging young umpires in the UAE. Good to see him. Big shot. Long on. Forget about it. It's a maximum once again.
Well, all he had to do is connect, and you pitch him on the slot. And that's where the ball will go. Yeah, right onto the slot. He was ready for it. Kicked it in, and ball goes to the school for some classes.
The last 3 or 4 overs have been very, very expensive for NBD. Now those projected scores are heading towards 200, Abid.
Well, that's where they want to be. Shot, edge, gone, big wicket. Harun Altaf departs, Anuj strikes. What a big wicket it is. He was almost on the way to make 100. But one shot too many.
Indeed, one shot too many. Look at that. It seemed off the deck. Caught the edge. And an excellent catch by Mohammad Shahir. So Anuj Thakur gets the danger man. Harun Altaf gone for 79 of 42. Brilliant strike rate. Brilliant innings. 119 for 2. So the new batter in is the bowling all-rounder, Tehran Khan. Got plenty of skill with the bat as well. And it's a good aggressive move here from Mid East Metals. They want to just keep the pressure on NBD, keep counter-attacking. And Anuj Thakur, well, that was a very important wicket. Playing across the front pad, that's slightly dangerous. 14 runs off the over, but the valuable wicket of Harun Altaf as well. 120 for 2. So it's a change of ends for Anurag. Was clattered for 17 runs off the previous over. Now they've given him the bigger leg side boundary at the ICCA Academy end. Let's see if that will change his fortunes.
Oh, that ball kept slightly low. Tehran was targeting from the first ball on the onside. He wanted to go big. Didn't get all of it, but he'll get the single at least. Now Khurram Khwaja with 2 chances. He spent a lot of time at the centre and playing below than 100 run strike rate. And not on the wicket, which is offering a lot.
Yeah, that's true. But they've sent in another hitter alongside him. Struck on the pads. But that was just sliding down leg, wasn't it, Abid?
I think height was also an issue there because they hit him way up. Look at that. Oh, that might be close. He goes big again. Not all of a meat on it. They'll get only single. A lot of aerial routes has been taken by Khwaja.
Yeah, as long as the partnership is coming at a good clip, it's okay if he's not playing a runner ball. Hit in the air. It will drop in front of the long on. So Tehran Khan, he's made his intentions very clear. He's going to go for the big shots.
Yeah, he's got a license to do that. Well, it's a good move, but I'm surprised not to see the white helmet today at the outfield. You know whom I'm talking about. It's the famous legend, Manal Siddiqui.
Inside edge. Well, Anurag, he's bowling pretty well. Now that change of end has given him some confidence. He has the bigger leg side boundary, so he can express himself as a bowler.
Yeah, change of end working really well here. Oh, they just came across the line, shuffled a little bit, and puts it in the air. Oh, a battle between bowler and fielder. But finally managed to save that boundary. What a great effort there.
It was Anuj Thakur, the wicket taker. Smart thinking from Khurram Khwaja, stepping across his stumps for that angle towards deep fine leg. And yeah, good awareness. Released the ball when his back foot was near the boundary rope, and he's kept it within the park. That's good fielding. That will conclude the 14th over. Steady one from Anurag, 125 for 2. So it's Charuka Raveen who's had to sacrifice for the team. He's coming in from the school end and has to bowl well here. Big shot from Tehran Khan. And over the long on for 6. There you go.
Well, the mission is on. The target is on. Tehran was given the license. He got one out of nowhere. He picked it up, smashed it towards the cow corner. Oh, that fielder can only watch it sailing over his head. Yasir there.
Have to feel for the spinners here. It's a wet ball, short straight boundaries. It's asking for punishment. And Tehran Khan seems to be the one who wants to deliver it. This one sliding above the bat. Nicely bowled.
Yeah, going hard at it. Well, the game is certainly in the balance where they're looking to score 13 runs in over. Big tall task if you want to get to 200. So, well, that's not timed it well. There's no fielder inside the circle. All those fielders on the outfield fielding at the boundary yards.
And of course, a semi-final spot is not possible for Mid East Metals or NBD, but they want to finish in the top 4 of this Group B to qualify for the next ICC Academy tournament. That will be hotly contested as well. Oh, it's gone straight up. This time the keeper settles. Shahir. Oh, lost his footing but didn't lose the ball. So Khurram Khwaja's innings finally comes to an end on the 3rd time of asking.
Yeah, this time the right man underneath it. That gone long way up in the air, and this time he made sure the calling was crystal clear. The bowler was way out of the way, and it takes the catch, slipping it down, but not the ball. With the gloves, the right man takes the catch. It's Khurram Khwaja walking out, scoring 26 of 31, struck 3 boundaries. It's 132 for 3 MEM.
So another all-rounder coming out to bat. Ali Anwar, left-hander, and he can really belt the ball, Abid.
Well, it's a perfect platform set for MEM. All they need to do is get 13 runs in over to reach to 200, and I think that is slightly possible with the left-hander in, and who can struck the shots really well. Charuka Oh, he's offered the width. He's up to it. First ball of Anwar smashed it for 4 off the mark with a boundary.
Very poor delivery. Too short. Too wide. The matchup was in favor of the bowler. And he's just carved it over the top of point. Ali Anwar, he's too experienced to miss out on that one. Right into our skyx.net board. So he started his innings in just the right manner.
Yeah, the pressure is now on the bowler when he's been smashed on a very first delivery of new batter. Gone for 4. This time he goes towards the cow corner. And the fielder couldn't stop that one. Another hit to the skyexchange.net. That's back to boundaries. And to conclude the over as well.
Yeah, this time taking a calculated risk. Bottom hand, forcing the ball towards wideish long on. And that's another very poor fielding effort, it has to be said. 140 already on the board. Well, taking a look at the bowling options, Mohammad Ismail and Mohammad Yasir have 1 over up their sleeve. A lot of options used. I think Akhlaq Haider can be expected to deliver his 2 overs. They still need 1 over from somewhere. Can they go to Anurag Nishad? Well, that will be a risk with the left-hander at the crease. And of course, Charuka, he just got hammered. 2 for 28. Maybe Anuj Thakur can give them another over. It could be an option. So Akhlaq Haider back into the attack, one of the frontline bowlers. That is a good option to reintroduce at this stage. They need him to show his quality.
And I think the spinners are struggling clearly there because of a lot of dew. They're not being able to grip the ball well. So they brought out the pace as an option. Maybe they can do. Emirates NBD Cricket Club, they got 4 seamers there, including Imran, Akhlaq, Yasir, and of course Mohammad Ismail. So they complete 4 bowlers. They have seamers. I think from here onwards, we'll see a lot of seam bowling.
Yeah, I agree with you, Abid. They already got 4 overs through Charuka and Anurag. It's a huge risk to turn back to them. I would have liked to see Anuj get 1 more over. He did pick up the wicket after all.
Yeah, indeed. But I feel Anwar is a lot confident and a lot better against the spinners. More freely he plays his shots. But this is right bowling, asking the right questions, hitting that exact spot where the batter couldn't do much, get single only.
And I think our viewers don't realize how much dew is out there in this outfield. You just roll the ball for a few seconds and pick it up. It feels like you're holding a sponge. It's very difficult out there for all the bowlers.
Hits it on the onside. The ball was coming in with the angle. They'll go for 2. They're good runners between the wicket, Tehran and Anwar. Blink of the eyes and they'll take 2.
They are super fit, these 2. And they'll have their role to play with the ball in hand as well. Tehran usually takes the new ball in the power play. Gets that ball to swing and seam. And Ali Anwar with that wrong-footed action. Very effective in the middle overs.
Oh, he hits it straight to the fine leg fielder. Tried to paddle that one, but got a fielder straight. But still they'll take single.
Well, how unlucky. 1 yard either side of that fielder and he had a boundary. Hit it too well, in fact.
Yeah, the connection was solid. Very impactful player, Ali Anwar. With the ball, with the bat. Oh, that is full toss and beats the fielder. Another one might get into it. Oh, yes. The Football World Cup is going on and they are passionate about it.
Yeah, that's a good stop and a decent over from Akhlaq. 149 for 3. So projected scores suggesting 186 is on the cards. It's going to be Mohammad Ismail to bowl his final over. So Mohammad Yasir turning to his frontline seam options. I think that's a good idea. You have to restrict as much as possible at this stage of the game. Nicely glided and through the short third. Well, Anurag, he's had a tough day in the field. That's another soft boundary conceded. 150 for Medi's Metals is on the board.
Well, they got that 150 timely. They need to little bit work extra to get that 200 runs. And that is beautifully glided. Oh, a misfield there. Yeah, that should have been stopped there. How unfortunate for the bowler.
Yeah, he's had a torrid time. The ball seems to be following him. So Tehran 17 of 10, looking to cut loose. And now the bowler is under pressure, conceding an early boundary.
Really loose now there. Mohammad Ismail. Oh, this time smartly bowled. Change of pace. Well, that was nowhere close to the stumps. That weird throw will get them another run.
Well, what's going on here? He just didn't release the ball. And they said, fine, we'll run on your throw. And they've made it. Good looking slower delivery. Shy at the stumps. The batter would have been gone there. And then it was Hamad Ahmed himself. Very casual effort. And good opportunism by Tehran. Once again, Yorker length, nicely bowled by Ismail. He's been a good addition to the side, quite consistent. Doesn't try to do too much with the ball. Just bowls a good line in length. And makes the batter do the heavy lifting. Projected scores are certainly hovering around 200. I think it's on the cards, especially if Ali Anwar gets kicking into high gear. We know he can clear the fences with a lot of ease. He's a pure power hitter. Making sure the fielders are in the right spots for Ali Anwar. Long off, long on, deep cover, deep mid-wicket and a deep fine leg. It's a big full toss and he smashed it over the square leg. Is that a 4 or a 6? Waiting for the umpire signal.
Well, it's been quite a challenge for the bowlers to grip the ball well. The wet ball usually got it wrong, and that's sailing and gone the distance. And I reckon that's gone for a half a dozen. Does it? Yes, it does.
He hit that ball so quickly, just shifted. And Ismail, well, the expression on his face says it all. And it was all because they conceded that silly extra run. Mohammad Yasir, the captain, just telling him, relax, mate. I know what you're going through. I'm also a fast bowler. Just hold your nerve. Give me 2 good deliveries. Well, not like that. Way down the leg side. Attempted slower ball gone wrong.
Yeah, that's down the leg side and he wanted to go onto it. We'll just be happy to get an extra run. And extra delivery as well. It's just a tactic in the game that nowadays that you play slightly delay if you're behind the time. In the final overs you have one fielder inside, so you might get the benefit of that also. Oh, he's just swiveled. The ball gone in the air and that catch has been put down.
Well, how many catches have NBD shelled today? That's the fourth one by my calculations. It was hit straight to the fielder at square leg. And there you go. Down she goes. How costly will that be? Well, Khurram Khwaja made 20 odd. But Ali Anwar, he can make 50 odd in quick time. He's that kind of talent. Not a bad spell from Ismail at all. Slice straight to the fielder. Direct hit from Hamad. Would have had the wicket. Instead, he'll give away an overthrow. Frustrating over for Mohammad Ismail. 167 for 3 with 3 overs to go. Akhlaq Haider to bowl his final over. Oh, that was in the slot. Missed out there, Tehran. Perhaps trying to hit the ball too hard. Lost his shape. And Akhlaq, if he bowls that same line within the stumps, I think he could be in business. Goes very wide on the crease and belted over extra cover for 4. Slightly agricultural, but we'll take it.
Well, as long as they get the result in the boundary. Look at that. He's using a wide of the crease. He's way close to that crease while he's bowling, trying to create that angle, but not on the given day. That ball will be thrashed if you give him width, and he's offered Akhlaq. He's bowling into his final over. Oh, he's just put it on the long on. He'll get only single, not timed it well.
Yeah, that's where you need to be. Wicket to wicket. He has that natural fuller length. He's just bowling it too wide on occasion. That's why he's getting hammered. Now Ali Anwar, left-hander. If you bowl that ball to him, he'll flick it for 6. Nicely done in the block hold. Can only take 1 off that one. All things considered, none for 28 on the day. And even Mohammad Ismail's spell, they've done a pretty good job for NBD. It's been the backup bowlers, the spinners, who really took most of the hammer. The likes of Anurag and Charuka. But you will have to factor that in. That is going to happen at this venue, at this time of the night. 200 well within range of Mid-East Metals. Beats him outside off. Trying to be a bit too cheeky there. Tehran Khan, frustrated with himself. No reward yet for Akhlaq tonight. But he's bowled well. I think he's done a very good job. The drop catches certainly didn't help. Slower delivery, chipped. And over long on for 6. How did he get the distance on that one? That is some willow in his hand. So Akhlaq Haider concludes his spell with a maximum. Incredible shot from Tehran. Take a look at this one. Just a slice. And it just kept going and going and going. All the way for 6. 2 overs to go. 179 for 3. So it's the captain taking the responsibility of the penultimate over. He's coming in from the school end. So he does have the big leg side boundary for Ali Anwar. Can he execute those Yorkers? Yes, he can. Beautifully bowled. Well, shy at the stumps. That was completely unnecessary for Muhammad Ahmed. And he's gifted strike back to Ali Anwar. The captain is not happy.
Well, indeed, he's got all authority not to be happy. Well, it's really hard to grip the ball. I can understand. It's hard to feel out there in the wet conditions. But something overthrowing and over-aggressions not helping the way. Emirates NBD.
And they haven't done it once. They've done it at least 3-4 times now. So it's a bad habit they need to get out of. Oh, big full toss. Waiting for the leg umpire signal. It's given as a no ball. There you go. Free hit coming up for Mid-East Metals. That one just didn't dip at all. And let's see what Ali Anwar can do with this. 50 partnership raised with that no ball. Good aggressive hitting down the order from Mid-East Metals. They've had a certain game plan right throughout. Here we go. Oh, nicely bowled once again. Right in the block hole. Nowhere he could go with that.
It's quite a challenge for Ali Anwar to play against the Yasser because he's moving the ball away. And I'm really happy to see still Mohammad Yasser managed to get some movement. It's around his bowling action which is slightly helping its cause. Yeah, just looking that he's maybe looking for the towel.
Yeah, I think only Anurag in their team has a towel. He was the closest fielder at short third. And they don't need to get discouraged here. It's still just above par. It's not a huge score. They have the experience of chasing under lights here. They need to back themselves. In these conditions, 190, 200, it's a very normal score. It's not extraordinary and very chaseable. Tehran trying that scoop once again, not being able to execute.
Yeah, these are the final crucial overs. I think penultimate over can be the match decider for both the teams. The right man to do that. Mohammad Yasir not conceding a boundary throughout these 3 deliveries. He'll be very watchful. He's despite giving a no ball, but still control the over. Only 5 runs coming off it.
Yeah, they don't want to go more than 210, I feel. So I've given them that cushion of 25 runs in the last 9 deliveries. That is the most that you can afford. Oh, beautifully bowled. Slower bouncer. Excellent execution. Mohammad Yasir experienced and using his variations. And this is a good fight back from NBD. They're keeping the Mid-East Metals hitters quiet. Just has a couple more deliveries he needs to get through. That's the challenge. Can he come out of this over without conceding a 6?
Still a challenge. Oh, swing of the bat. No connection whatsoever. The match is on. Absolutely brilliant bowling. This is from Mohammad Yasir. Not giving room, not allowing batters.
Yeah, he's bowling that back of length, but it's going away from Anwar and he doesn't like that. He's not being able to land his pull shot. These are priceless dot deliveries. They're worth their weight in gold. That will give them some confidence. Final delivery of his spell. And he's bowled the perfect Yorker, but it beats the short third. And it will go for 4. How unlucky. Look at his expression.
Well, Oli is over. He tried to contain the boundary and he bowled the best one out of the lot and he got punished for 4. Oh, he's disappointed. But it's something that Mid-East Metals will share about it. 188 for 3.
Well, this is interesting. Anuj Thakur will bowl the final over. Not sure about this move here, Abid.
Well, you run out of the options, maybe. Well, that's gone flying, field up, maybe. No. He didn't give the effort there. He went to prevent the boundary. That's a smart move now from Ahmad.
Yeah, wickets don't really have a huge value at this stage of the game. You want to keep a lid on the 4s and 6s. So didn't attack the ball. 5 deliveries to go. I think they've done a really good job at the death. And Mohammad Yasir took the gamble. He brought on his front-line bowlers, Ismail, then Akhlaq, then himself. He delayed Anuj till the final over. Can he deliver a good one? Or down the leg side, well, extras. You need to avoid those.
Yeah, a little bit of something into the extras column. Well, you got to give credit to the bowlers. Yes, they conceded runs, but it's not an ideal situation, especially when you're bowling that last over. The ball is literally a soap bar in your hand.
Yeah, I think they've done really well. Beautifully bowled, hit hard. There is a long off in place. If Anuj can do that on the next 4 deliveries, this could be a possibly match-winning set of 4 overs from NBD.
Well, I tell you what, Izzy, we have seen 200 is being chased down here. So even if you score 200, don't be a lot of confident.
Hit in the air, a lot of height. Charuka, long on. Wonderful catch. Excellent change of pace from Anuj. And they've got the big wicket of Tehran Khan.
Well, if the and one gets held on to it. A lot of drop catches we have seen, but this was mistimed. It really just played it in the air, and that went skyer and landed straight in the pouch of Sharuka. Good catch. And that's the end of Tehran Khan. Batted well, scored 33 of 20. 4 wickets down for 191.
New batter in is Irfan Ashraf. Oh, pardon us. We put Harun Altaf by mistake. Big full toss, got away with it. So he's done the right thing, given the strike to the senior batter, Ali Anwar. And if they can keep the score below 200, I think that's almost a miracle from NBD. What a recovery.
Yeah, they got the wicket on the right time in the final over. One settled batter if he gets out, and then you find a new batter on the strike. A bit of a challenge for the new man to strike on the first. Oh, that's a no ball. Would be ending up in the to the bowler's pouch, but that does not really matter. That's a no ball and a free hit. Apologies straight away.
Well, at least it was a dot delivery. That's the only thing I can say, slipping out of the hand. Duly apologizing to Ali Anwar.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's clearly the evidence. It's hard to get the ball, but it is hit hard, hit high, handsome. Oh, that dissipated into the darkness. What a hit. Smashed it, and that's gone the distance.
New balls, please. That one is not coming back. That has left Dubai Sports City in a hurry. 199 on the board. Ali Anwar with the gigantic 6 over long on. That is one of the biggest in the tournament. Final delivery then. Oh, he's picked it up over square leg. Back-to-back 6s from Ali Anwar. He's made 44 of just 19 deliveries. And mid-east metals go past 200.
Effortless. Just timed it, and Waits flung the high, got the maximum result. They'll be happy to post over 200 runs on board. It's been a clinical performance from Ali Anwar. He always does deliver. He ends up not out on 44. What a clinical knock this has been. Remarkable efforts from Mid-East Metals. They didn't have a good start. It was slightly sluttering where Faizan Awan got out on 11 and Khurram Khwaja played 26 but below the 100-run strike rate. He just tried to give a partnership, but Haroon Altaf did the right work. He's been smashing the ball, scored 79 of 42. Tehran Khan 33 of 20. Ali Anwar remained unbeaten, but that cameo role of scoring 44 of 19 deliveries, that helped Team Mid-East Metal to post a mammoth total of 205 runs on board. The target is 206, and every bowler almost gone for runs apart from Mohammad Ismail, who's gone for 33 and 4. He's got the better economy, and Mohammad Imran bowling only 2 overs. Was not introduced again, but 2 wickets to Anuj Thakur, gone for plenty of runs. 31 of 2 overs, slightly on a higher side. Charuka also bowled 2 overs, but he's gone for runs as well. So that's the target. When we come back, we'll see Emirates NBD's response to 206. Till then, we'll take a short break and be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ICCA Arabian Cricket League. It's match number 52 in progress, and it's a massive target for Emirates NBD. Charuka Raveen, tall left-hander, opening the innings. They'll be chasing down 206 against Mid-East Metals. Harun Altaf, Tehran Khan and Ali Anwar providing the runs. And Tehran Khan will be taking the new ball. Here we go. Oh, it's an absolute brute of a delivery. Squared him up and just decked away from him off the surface. And it's going to be Mohammad Shahir. He started off the tournament like a house on fire, but hasn't really gotten the runs since then. So important innings for Shahir. And of course, it's the battle to finish in the top 4 in Group B. The semi-finalists are already done and dusted. Whipped away off the pads to mid-wicket. Plenty of gaps there, but the ball will hold up in this very wet, soggy outfield. And Charuka will get a triple to get underway. And there you can see Ali Anwar already inspecting the ball, keeping it dry and keeping it within its shape will be a challenge for all the Mid-East Metals bowlers. Very wet outfield indeed. Hence the massive score posted by Mid-East Metals. It really became difficult in the second half of the innings. Once the ball lost its shine, the seam gets very wet, gets misshapen, and it's difficult for the spinners to grip and for the seamers alike. Going for that big cut shot outside off. So Shahir looking to be aggressive. If they are to hunt down the score, they will need a good power play here. Need to go at least 9-10 runs per over. Try to add 50 in the first 6. It will be a pretty serious challenge against the likes of Tehran Khan, Hazrat Bilal and of course Ali Anwar. Very experienced fast bowlers. A beautiful cut shot by Shahir. That's one way to get off the mark. Sparkling boundary as I welcome Abid Ibrahim back into the comm box. What a shot.
Well, that was certainly a red carpet welcome for me. Beautiful shot just between the two fielders. And that ball travelled nicely with teasing goes towards the fence. 4 runs Shahir. Now it's very important for Shahir to give that solid start, because when you're chasing over 200, you have to get the best start you can offer. At least in 6 overs, they need to keep the wickets in hand as well. Score over 50 runs. That's what my idea should be when I'm chasing over 200.
Oh, absolutely. And they need to keep wickets intact as well. That'll be very crucial. Down the leg side. Oh, excellent keeping by Harun Altaf. He saved a certain boundary. There would have been 5 wides.
Yeah, still looks 16 or 17. Very experienced campaigner. Then just a lot of burden on him as Atiq is missing out because of that knee injury. He's doing his rehab.
Yeah, that was an important stop. Once again looking for that cut shot, but there's plenty of men in that offside ring. Will be hard to find that gap. So steady start here for Tehran. Apart from that boundary, he's not getting that swing he usually gets. Certainly because of the conditions of the ground. Oh, big swish there from Shahir. Just losing his composure. First over done and dusted, 8 for none. So the young bowler Mustafa Ayub will be sharing the new ball. I completely forgot about him. He's a good find as well. Skiddy, fast bowler. Hits the seam. Oh, look at that movement immediately. It's a wide to start. But that swing and bounce will give him a lot of encouragement.
Well, you really need to deliver. And not only contain the runs, but pick up wicket. I reckon that to put the brakes on the chasing of ECC, you need to pick up a wicket. Early strike is the key here.
Absolutely. Well, look at that. He's not getting to the pitch of the ball at all, Charuka. He's playing the wrong line completely. He missed it by a mile.
Well, I reckon if he bowl around that off stick with that movement, I'm certain that he'll get a reward of a wicket.
Yeah, he's going very wide on the crease. And he has a lot of senior fast bowlers alongside him. Ali Anwar, Tehran Khan, and of course this man on screen, Hazrat Bilal, recently capped by the UAE. What a fine bowler he is. One of my favorites in the domestic scene. And look at that. Brute of a delivery once again.
Well, you need to watch out this young man. Certainly talking with the ball in hand, despite on the due conditions, it's absolutely bowling gem of a deliveries. The closer he bowled to the batter, the better result it will be. Just don't offer the width outside off. Yeah, it's just that he bowled a couple of 3 deliveries, like one went wide, but then the 2 deliveries. But usually the fast bowlers will take a little time.
What I like about him, he has natural pace. Look at that short ball. Charuka all at sea against him.
Well, maybe I'm speaking a bit big names here, but that delivery sort of reminding me of 2015 World Cup Abrias.
Look at that one banged in, and he was very, very late on that pull shot. He needs to calm himself here, Charuka. He's like a cat on a hot tin roof. Needs to relax, keep your shape, use the pace of the bowler against him rather than try to play your own shot.
Well, indeed. Well advised there. But it's just a quick pace that he's not able to handle. Charuka wants to get boundary as well at the same time. Now I'm talking about 2015 World Cup Abria's spell. Do you remember that? That was one of the finest spells that I've ever seen.
Absolutely. And that's what I see in this boy. He's not very tall. He's not that well built. He's lean and mean and got that natural ability to bowl quick.
Somehow or the other, he gets that extra bounce as well, which surprised me. Which, just mind you, this is second game happening in this wicket. By now, those lively grass should have gone dead.
Oh. Once again, very late. He's trying to flash that ball through the offside. You need to get close to the ball.
Well, some credit to Khurram Khwaja that he finds the gem of the bowlers. Well, I tell you, watch out this boy. He's got a brilliant future ahead. Ayub. What a bowling. What a spell this has been. He's unplayable. He's picked that line and moving the ball around. I just want to see that if he can bring one in slightly across seam he's holding now. Oh yes, the intent was to bowl in with the angle, but he got it completely wrong, off target and given as wide. Well, AZ, I tell you, this boy has what it takes to be in the higher stage.
He's bowling flat out tonight, not holding anything back. And you love to see that. You have to show your pace. You can't just talk about it. And so far, he's been unplayable for Charuka Ravine. He's really struggling.
Final delivery from Ayub. Oh, he went for the movement and just beat the outside edge. What a bowling this is. This is excellent bowling at his best. 10 runs on board for none. MEM.
Tehran Khan Niazi will continue. Well, they're looking for some momentum here, NBD, and struggling to find it. Charuka looks very uncomfortable at the crease. He's been a bundle of nerves. Trying to pull that off a length. That's not going to happen.
I just wonder, they're struggling against Tehran and Ayub. What will happen when we'll see Hazrat Bilal on the attack?
Oh yes, one of the fastest bowlers in the UAE. He can bowl at 135, 140 clicks. Easy, without any question. So that's going to be some real heat.
You need to look out that man. We were talking about Hazrat Bilal, who's just made a debut, recently coming back from the Nepal.
Oh, pulled and hooked. All the way for 6. Wow, Mohammad Shahir announces himself.
Well, I'm so certain that will give him a lot of confidence when he's hitting that something coming meat of the bat. Look at that. He's thrown the kitchen sink at it. The ball travelled just around our match referee.
Well, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, cool as ice. He wasn't worried. I was. He looks all right.
And what a character, what a personality. Absolutely a legend. Got a lot of international games umpiring and still serving the game.
Yes, he's part of the umpire development panel as well of the Emirates Cricket Board. And you can see why. Cut towards deep third. He was looking to go more towards point. And bit of a fumble from Hazrat Bilal, but it's not going to cost them anything.
Yeah, kind of well. They found a fielder there at the right position. The big man juggled a bit, but then he got saved the boundary more importantly.
Yeah, that was a good shot from Shahir. Will give him a lot of confidence. He looks all right against the fast man. Has plenty of time. He has good horizontal bat shots. He can cut the ball, pull the ball. You need that at this level, Abid.
Well, indeed. That battle against Charuk and Ayub was certainly entertaining. Oh, that is driven handsomely, beats the fielder. Maybe he'll stop it from the boundary line. He does well.
Yeah, Irfan Ashraf going down in installments, but he finally got there. Good firm drive from Charuka. Something near the middle of the blade. That should help him settle his nerves, calm down a bit. He was really hopping and jumping all over the place in that first over from Mustafa Ayub. Just needs to relax. Oh, another gem of a delivery from Tehran. Look at the way it just seamed away from Charuka. There you go. Really jagged off the surface once again. That's his superpower. Tehran Khan Niazi can do it repeatedly without much fuss. It's a slow start here for NBD, going at about 6.7 runs per over. Once again, big flash at the ball, not connected. 19 for none at the end of 3 overs. Oh, that's a shocker. What happened there? 5 wides for NBD. And I'll need to see a replay of that. Mustafa Ayub way down the leg side. And look at that late swing. Haroon Altaf completely wrong-footed. Comedy of errors. And you have to feel for poor Mustafa. It wasn't a great delivery to start. So that's 5 runs gifted to NBD. They certainly won't mind chasing this big target. Looking for that cut shot. Once again, a bit too wide. They have to play percentage cricket here. You don't need to do something wild or crazy. Look for something within your range. Don't look to manufacture a shot.
Well, they're well behind the target. 25 of 3. Having all wickets in hand. And now we're talking about some bounce and use of the deck. What a beautiful spell this has been from Ayub. He's contained some runs, but getting close to get that wicket. His biggest enemy has been extras.
Yeah, he's been quite lively for sure. Testing the middle of the pitch, bowling that hard length. That seems like his natural go-to delivery. I'd like him to pitch the ball up a little bit.
Oh, that's maybe a wicket. Oh, he's taken. The plan has worked. Some extra bounce and the third was in business.
Well, he pitched the ball up and he's got a wicket. There you go. Genuine outside edge flying to deep third. And that's a very good catch by Irfan Ashraf. Made absolutely no mistake. He's got bucket-like hands and took a good low catch. So Shahir has to go. Mustafa Ayub on the board. 25 for 1. So the new batter in is the star player, Hamad Ahmed. Still remember that sparkling century he made earlier in the tournament. And he needs to do something special. They needed that quick start, but they haven't gotten it. Now it's over to Hamad. He has to do something spectacular once again tonight.
Well, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations from this man, Hamad Ahmed. He's already got 100 to his name in this tournament. And it's an ideal position for him to come at number 3, taking guard, looking around the fielder. He'll get a few overs of power play where he can settle and find boundaries. There you go.
Oh, outside edge and he's gone first ball. Disaster for NBD. What was that shot? I really am struggling to explain it, Abid.
Well, that's a suicidal. First ball, you're going for it. No chance. You need to look the bowler. Well, Mustafa Ayub this time bowls slightly fuller and gets the big wicket. That's a huge wicket. Hamad Ahmed walking out. A big blow to ECC. It's 25 for 2.
Well, Mustafa Ayub, can he create another magic moment here? at the Arabian Cricket League. Anurag Nishad, the left-hander, coming in at number 4. And Mustafa Ayub is on a hat-trick.
What a moment it is. What a moment in the game. All of a sudden, the one who was bowling fine gets the opportunity. A new man in front. What do you suggest, Shazi? Should he go full across the seam and hit the Yorker, or should he create the angle and find the edge? Now look at that fielders behind. A lot of traffic, still increasing.
3 slips and 2 gullies. Mustafa Ayub coming around the wicket. Here we go. Oh, that was too wide, Mustafa. But still, a brilliant over.
Well, this seems to be continuing with that slip position, despite it's not an hat-trick ball. It might be an over that gave them 3 wickets. That's a perfect attacking strategy. You have a lot of traffic, 2 gullies, 2 slip, and a keeper. Someone behind the point, backward point as well. They're too close. That is what we call an attacking cricket.
Oh, that was too wide. Anurag, the pressure telling on him. He threw his bat at something that was 3 feet away from him.
And lovely scenes here. They must be having fun there. But fielding together close by, they can hear each other loud and clear. The 2 wickets all of a sudden. Emirates NBD Cricket Club looks in a bit of a bother.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been sensational bowling from Mustafa Ayub. Attempted Yorker, it's a no ball. Over exerting himself there, and nicely played by Anurag. He'll pick up a couple to get underway.
A little overdoing that. That's been a long over. He's yet to bowl 2 more deliveries. What a great bowler, but somebody has to work close to him. A free hit there, and he'll mark where he need to. And this time he need to make sure he doesn't go over the popping crease. That an experienced player like Manal Siddiqui you have around your corner.
Yeah, he's a young lad. The blood must be pumping. The adrenaline must be flowing hard. So just needs to relax a bit. Stick to his strengths. Don't do anything fancy. Short ball hooked away. And beautifully hooked by Anurag for a boundary.
A brave shot there. The ball was coming at a quick pace. And the target was helmet. He got the wooden away. Look at that. Nicely controlled shot. And one that might have gone all the way, or maybe 4-4. Yes, it's a boundary.
Just bounced in front of the rope there. In fact, is it given as a 6? I think it is. Well, it's given as a 6. We have to trust the eyesight of the umpires.
So you can relax there. That bounce just in front of the match referee.
Yeah, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, he knows better than all of us, that's for sure. Multicolored over so far. Hooked away again. And beyond the fine leg for 6 more.
Now, what a mix-up of the over. This has been an entertaining, eventful over. A long one, but we got all the action. Wickets, boundaries, 6. All you need. The ball goes in the air. Just away. You're checking that. It's gone all the way. Yes. It is a maximum 6 runs to end the over. What a big over in the contest of the game. 41, pardon me, for 2 wickets after 4.
Well, this is the man we all came to see. The newest fast bowler for the UAE, Hazrat Bilal, Mr. 150. And that's not a joke. He is that quick. And I want to see him in these conditions, Abid.
Oh, well, I would never dare to bat up against him.
We are safe behind this thick glass.
I still a bit of shaky for me. My feet are shaking. Just been imagining to face this man. He's a terror.
Well, let's see how Charuka Raveen deals with it. We don't have to do it. Oh, look at that pace. And look how far Harun Altaf is standing. He is 25 yards away from the stumps.
Almost to the 30-yard circle, and that ball is carrying there. Some great bounce off the deck. And look at that movement. Collecting from the keeper.
When Harun Altaf, you could be standing at the side screen. You're much closer to it than the stumps.
Well, forget about the batting. Even the wicket keeping is a bit of a problem for any keeper. Look at that distance from the wicket. He's almost to 30-yard circle.
He's closer to us than Hazrat Bilal. The good shot. Bumped down the ground by Charuka. Wow. That has come out of nowhere.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful execution. Slightly fuller. Made a full use of the bat. Look at that. Showing the sticker. And got away. His partner as also. We had some spectator also taking for guard. Yeah.
Yeah, what were you doing, young man? This is Hazrat Bilal. Wake up. You want to watch this. Confident shot there from Charuka Raveen.
Well, the quicker you bowl, the fastest travel. Simple as that.
Oh, look at that pace. Squeezed away for one. Good call by Anurag.
Yeah, that's best way to get out of the strike when this man is bowling. And I clearly remember Brett Lee talking about facing Shoaib Akhtar.
Well, imagine that.
Yeah, Shoaib Akhtar hit the ball on the pad. The umpire has given him not out. And Brett Lee was like, come on, it's out, man. I certainly don't want to face the fast bowlers, don't you?
Absolutely, our childhood heroes. They created so many magic memories. And so does this man, Hazrat Bilal. Oh, watch out, Anurag. You can't play hook shots to him. He is too quick.
The best part was that first man to reach out to the batter was Hazrat Bilal himself. Hitting the flyers of the bat and just checking him out. Is he okay? All right?
Well, I keep saying it on air. He looks very mean. He looks like a movie villain, but he is the sweetest and nicest person you can meet outside the ground.
Yeah. But you're talking about inside the yard.
Yeah. Then there are no friends. Then there's no friendliness from the beast Hazrat Bilal.
Have you hardly seen him smiling? Oh, that really bounced well. Wide delivery, not in control of the swing.
Yeah, it wasn't that wide, but just drifting away from the batter there. He's been hard to touch. That's the kind of raw pace he has. Had a very good tour of Nepal with the UAE team. Bowled with a lot of accuracy, a lot of speed on those sluggish wickets. Really hurried up the Nepali batters.
Yeah, really different conditions. Oh, got rid well. Well, I reckon Harun is standing way behind where the ball is just taking odd bounce in front. He should come a couple of steps ahead.
That's exactly what Hazrat Bilal is telling him. Come closer, mate. And Harun is like, no thanks.
I'm fine here.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, he's standing at distance.
And I think there was an edge on that shot. That ball got stuck into the pitch there. And that's been the consistent game plan from the Mid-East Metals fast bowlers. They're banging the ball in.
One of the challenges is that they need to keep the bowl dry. Every time you dip the bowl down, it's more of a dipping into the bottle of water. A bit late attempt on to that. Oh, missing out. That age too close. 5 gone, 48 for 2.
So Mustafa Ayub has been relieved from his bowling duties for now. No, he's going to continue, in fact. Good move. I saw Ali Anwar had the ball in hand, so I figured it might be him. Ayub will bowl his third. Very wide of the crease. Well, he's not landing in the right area, Abid.
Just wondering what he's up to. Now when he's bowling to Anurag, he's come a lot of wide of the crease, using that crease, maybe trying to create the angle. And look at that. When his follow through is literally out of the wicket.
Yeah, he might land on pitch number 3. Needs to come a lot closer to the sticks. Then he'll be a lot more effective. Bowled him, and it's a no ball. Can you believe it? And it's not for the front foot. It's the side line of the popping crease, Abid.
Well, what a relief it is for the batter. Well, the extras is been the problem with this young man. He's absolutely unplayable. Look at that, where his back leg lands.
Completely agree with umpire Vipin Singh's decision. He has to come a lot closer. He's basically coming from outside the popping crease. So free hit for Anurag. He had his heart in his mouth for a few seconds there. Pulled away. Mid wicket is in the ring. Manal Siddiqui will not catch up to it. 50 up for NBD.
Yeah, smoked it on the onside, hit it with some authority. We're just helping its cause. It's been problem with the extras. Look at that. That back foot is very important to be in the line. Quite a bit of a challenge for the bowler. I'm not sure why he's using a lot of crease.
Yeah, I think he should just come back over the wicket. He's really struggling to bowl closer to the stumps there. That's allowing NBD to pick up runs. They're going at a good rate in this power play. Hit hard, hit straight, but mid on. Ali Anwar himself. Well, this is the first time I'm seeing him without his cap. This is the first time I saw his hair.
Well, what a crucial member of the team he is. Yeah, always keeps that hat on. Well, most of the time he's very busy with his captain. You find the captain a bit relaxed there, Khurram Khwaja. But he's kind of got a job to do. Set the fielder, be around the bowler.
Yeah, the senior pacer for sure. Big shot towards mid-wicket. Nice pickup by Anurag. And he's raced to 22 of just 9 deliveries.
Well, mind you, he's got clean bowl earlier, but now it seems to be very confident. Yeah, it's a risky shot to play across the line when it's a wicket-to-wicket ball, but yes, it pays off some time. A very expensive over now this has been from Ayub.
Yeah, he looks a free-flowing player. He's not scared of anything. Now they've got a deep mid-wicket in place for Ayub, so it's a mini victory for Anurag that they had to force the fielder onto the boundary ring. And he's smashed it even harder. Back-to-back boundaries.
While you're testing him on the onside, well, he's got a pretty strength there. Look at that. You just want him to play across the line. Miss and I hit kind of a situation, but he's smoked it. That ball travelled. A bullet shot for Anurag. He's playing a cameo role. That's a perfect way to chase over 200.
Yeah, he's playing a blinder of an innings here. Their current run rate is above the required. So some headaches for Ali Anwar and Khurram Khwaja. And Mustafa Ayub has been very expensive since that cracking over when he was on a hat-trick. He's spraying the ball all over the place. And he's leaking runs. Needs to correct himself. And hit brilliantly through the covers. Wow! What a shot, Anurag.
Well, it's been the story. Back-to-back 3 boundaries and 4 boundaries in the over. Very expensive one. The angle does not work. You bowl it on the onside, it'll hit you a square. If you bowl it out or outside of, he'll drive you for the cover drive.
Fantastic shot. Fast hands. 30 off 11. While we were expecting Hamad Ahmed to provide the fireworks, nobody told us about Anurag Nishad. Fantastic batting.
Is toying with the bowler. And look at that, 30 runs of 11. And their current run rate is way ahead of required. Down the leg side, that would be given as wide. Long over yet again. Headache for the captain.
Plenty of headaches now. They thought when they picked up those 2 wickets, they're cruising. This partnership has already grown to 42 runs. And Khurram Khwaja is not happy.
Well, hands around the back shows and tells a lot of stories. Sensible, that is sensible batting now. He's got a runs of the over. Very watchful. The end of the power play. And it seems to be ECC is cruising towards the victory. 67 for 2.
Well, 16 extras in 6 overs, Abid Ibrahim. What is going on here with Mid-East Metals?
Well, that's been a lot of extras already. Yes, I would agree that it's kind of a difficult to grip the ball when you talk about due factor. But then you can at least bowl line to line. Let the batter score from the bat, not from the extras. That's leaking runs, freebies. And now in a bit of a bother. Mid-East Metals, they're given a bit too many runs in power play.
Well, now the captain has taken the responsibility. Immediately after the power play, Khurram Khwaja coming on to bowl from the school end. And Charuka, he's seen all the action from the other end. 10 of 16. Will he look to counter-attack now?
Indeed he should. I reckon the runs flow shouldn't be stopped. Well, that's another extra. Well, that's more headache for our scorer.
17 runs given. This could be very, very costly indeed. And make that 18.
Yeah. You really can't do anything about it. You're just offering width. You're just trying batter to play your cut shot, and the batter is too smart.
Steps out and drills it straight towards long off. Well, because of that fast power play and all these extras, I think this run chase is right in the balance here, Abid.
Well, indeed, they're in business. Well, look at the required run rate. It's just below 10. And at this conditions and this wicket, I tell you, it's chaseable. All they need to do is play 20 overs.
And they need to counter-attack Khurram Khwaja. They have to tackle the spinners. They cannot wait to score from the other end. Smacked straight to that extra cover fielder. He is the bowler they have to look to take a chance against, because Hazrat Bilal, Ali Anwar, Tehran Khan, you're not going to be able to hit them.
Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see Mustafa Ayub anymore. He's got these 3 overs. The final over goes really long, an expensive one. Yeah, that's what he wanted the batter to do, a play cut shot. He's got a fielder there who's lightning fast, Banal Siddiqui. What a great effort in the outfield.
Well, he's in his early 40s or 50s, I believe.
Oh,
but look at that fielding effort. Fantastic.
Yeah, we've seen it. These legends, these seniors put an extra yard. Earlier we saw Nadir Hussain. A cut from the back foot that will still go to Banal Siddiqui.
I'm not sure Nadir Hussain would appreciate you calling him a senior citizen. Nor will Manal Siddiqui actually. But so far, it's been a steady over from Khurram Khwaja.
Oh, well, indeed.
They're still ahead of the game so far, NBD. This partnership will have given them a lot of confidence and self-belief. Can they continue though?
Oh, how is that missing? How is that missing? That was really close, really, really close. And that ball came in with the arm.
Yeah, bit of a leg cutter there from Khurram Khwaja. That ball just came in and just over the bales. That was very close. They tried to play him off the back foot, and that's very difficult. He bowls it really slowly in the air. Only 6 off the over, 73 for 2. So a change in the bowling. It's Kaisar Maharvi introduced into the attack. Tell us more about him, Abid.
Oh, well, look. Is that a senior? Remember?
Be careful when you say that. They'll be after you.
Hey, I think this condition will suit him because he bowls too slow, which will disturb the batter's timing. We saw Anurag likes to play the fast bowlers, pace onto the ball, but we have seen him struggling against the spinner. An ideal spinner option would be Kaisar alongside Khurram.
Inside edge there, past the fine leg. They will pick up a couple, but I don't like this approach. Oh, they're pushing for 3. Very good running by Anurag. It was his call, and he saw that the fielder was slow reaching the ball.
Very casual efforts there from the captain. Captain should be slightly higher active, but you can give him the extra caution because he's just bowled an over here. Was looking for that position to rest down. Oh, in a rage.
Well, that's the problem, Abid. They're playing Kaisar Maharvi and Khurram Khwaja from the crease. You have to use your feet. You have to come down the track because they're bowling it extremely slow in the air.
Well, if they miss that one, the keeper would be in business. Could be the reason. This one is being played aerial, but that will only give them 1.
Yeah, these are priceless overs that Kaisar Maharvi and Khurram Khwaja are bowling here. If you do not capitalize on these, then the game will slip away from you. Partnership has grown to 53 runs, but they need to keep counter-attacking, keep being aggressive.
Now he's using his feet, hits it on the ground, finds the gap, gets 4 runs. Spot on, Izzy.
Well, somebody is listening. Charuka Raveen is listening. Beautifully taken on the full and all along the carpet. Elegant shot. No chance for the long off at all. 82 for 2 at the end of 8. They're still neck and neck with the required run rate. Just about. Well, Khurram Khwaja continues inside edge. There's nobody at fine leg. Harun Altaf is giving chase. And they will pick up 2.
As some comment, it's not easy when you're keeping close to the stumps. Look at that, coming down the track and just a piece of willow. Otherwise, he was goner.
It's the right approach though. They'll have to look to be positive. They cannot allow the spinners to just get away with their overs. They have to take some risks.
Well, just before the spinner, it was Emirates NBD Cricket Club who was dominating. Oh, he got the case. Might be close. Umpire turning down that appeal. That was going down the leg maybe.
And also the height. It felt high-ish. It struck him on the knee roll. Let's take a look here. Oh, not the height, but sliding down leg. You're right, Abid. Big appeal from Khurram Khwaja. And almost got his man. Once again, they're playing him from his crease. That's the problem. You have to knock him off his length.
Well, I tell you, this will be a big hurdle. Khwaja and Kaisar are certainly disturbing the batter's line timing. Anurag was middling the ball so well against the fast bowlers. He is certainly not able to play out Khwaja.
36 of 22. Back cut, but could only find the point fielder. This could be a run out. Oh, needed a better throw. And they'll get overthrows here. A single.
I don't think so. They'll mind a single here. But that was definitely a case there if Khwaja would have collected clean. Very close to get that wicket, but these two batters, Anurag and Charuka, certainly struggling against the spinners. That's what I can say. Khwaja yet to get a boundary in the over. Anurag yet to get the boundary in the over. Khwaja is just saving that boundary, not giving that boundary in an over. That should be the case here. They should concede less than 10.
Yeah, the required run rate will create the wickets. He doesn't need to do anything fancy. Nor is he trying to. Steps out and that's hit very straight.
Well, no appeal from Khwaja. It did not hit him. He got away from the from the way, and the 12th man saved the boundary.
Well, in this chilly night, I don't want to be sticking my hand at anything I don't need to. That could have hurt really badly. Good drive there. Oh, pulled away. And in the gap, yes it is, 4 runs.
Finally got the boundary on the final delivery. He had to work a lot, coming at least 2 steps ahead and then get the boundary. Anurag. It's the end of the over number 9. It's 89 for 2. Al-Kashar will continue from the ICC Cricket Academy end. Oh, he bowls absolutely brilliant. Right on the target.
Well, the value of being a senior player is that you have a lot of experience. So he understands the match situation. He knows they're coming after him. So he's trying to bowl as straight as possible. If they go across the line, they will be cleaned up.
Yeah, even if they play cover drive and the ball gets slightly in, they might have their case. Kaisar, absolutely. Target. They came down the track. This is a Skyer. This is monster. And disappeared. 6 runs.
Well, that's what we need to see from Charuka Raveen. Dancing down the track. And look at that shot. Beautiful hands. And that was a 6 immediately off the blade. Fantastic execution of that lofted drive.
Well, Shahrukh in business now. It was just all this time he was watching and just giving signal to his partner. He took things in his hand. Oh, good comeback by the bowler.
Yeah, that was slightly wide. He needed to glide it rather than look to hammer it through the covers. But Qasim Harvey certainly under pressure in this over. Steps out. Has he connected? Yes. Oh, yes, he has. It's a maximum as per the NBD dugout. And we agree. 100 up.
Well, what sort of a targeting? It's just trying to bowl quick, sir. And batter coming down the track in business. Gets a half a dozen. And what a way to bring 100. Tehran acknowledges that. It is 100. It is 6 and 100 up for ECC.
This partnership has grown to 77 runs now. Oh, he's hit it again. Deep in wicket. Just dropping in front of him. Well, this man, Faizan Awan, he could be an option to bowl a bit of off spin. You have two left-handers at the crease, Abid.
Well, I would agree with your point here, but I think just bring one fast bowler now to disturb the timing of these batters. They're coming down the track and getting settled against the spin. A dot ball to end the over halfway through. 103 and required is 103 yet.
Khurram Khwaja continues his spell. None for 13 in his 2. He's gone lofted down the ground. Dropped that long off. Can you believe it? Tehran Khan, of all people.
Well, it's a situation where you really can't see your captain in the eye. That was up easy. He got underneath it and he took it too lightly and put it down.
Now they're using their feet to the spinners. They're pushing for 2 here. Oh, bit of a slip, but he'll make it in time, Charuka. And this is the right tactics from NBD. They're being aggressive consistently against the spinners now.
Yeah, you can clearly see the frustration on the captain's face here. Khurram Khwaja doesn't seem to be happy, man. Getting close to get a wicket there. Cut from the back foot that is drilled straight to Manal Siddiqui, who's fielding at the extra cover region.
Well, like you mentioned, Abid, they got 103 in the first 10. They need 103 off the second 10. Now it's become a T10 game.
Oh, yes, sir. The difference is they need to chase it down with 8 wickets in hand, not 10. But I think with 2 settled batters at the centre, it's very much possible. Well, imagine even 200 runs is not secure. What else you need to do?
Completely doable. Completely agree with you. Forced down the ground by Charuka. Long off. Oh, a misfield by Tehran. Well, he's completely lost confidence now in the outfield.
Well, that's why we see the soon you see the fielder dropping catch, you need to change his position. Because he's already thinking about the previous misfield. You need to change that fielder. I think Tehran need to be moved out from that mid-off position, which is very important.
Required run rate 10.5. Is that within the tram lines? Yes. Given as a dot ball. They have plenty of time now. Plenty of wickets in hand. No need to do anything silly.
Yeah, just play the 20 overs. Look for one lose. Now one final delivery. That's gone. Does the business here. Gone all the way. No. He found the fielder at Tehran. Finally has one catch and a big one.
Well,
Anurag departs.
No celebration from Tehran because he knows he should have held the previous one as well. And one shot too many from Anurag. Just got underneath it. Sliced the ball. It was almost a maximum. But Tehran was the right man at the right spot. So a wonderful partnership comes to an end. They've given NBD a chance. Well played, Anurag. Gone for 41 of 29. It's 108 for 3. So the new batter in is Mohammad Ismail, the new ball bowler for NBD. I haven't seen him bat before, but if they're sending him in at 5, there must be a clear game plan behind it. Let's see if he can execute. Hazrat Bilal brought back into the attack, and like you mentioned, Abid, you wanted to see a fast bowler reintroduced, and they brought the best one of the best in the UAE.
I'll always that 3 overs of his will give them a little bit of a chance to make a comeback in the game. Oh, that must be hurting. That's hurt him hard. Hope he's okay. Oh, that's painful.
Right in the box. Well, that will certainly leave a mark. He looks okay though. And everybody else seems to find it funny, except the batter who got hit. Yeah. That will certainly not be comfortable at all. He looks okay though. 3 overs left for Hazrat Bilal. I think he might bowl them on the trot, the 12th, the 14th or 16th. Or maybe they just want a small burst here.
Look at that, he's left his crease. You want to cut that swing. And you're asking for more pace the closer you are to the bowler. Now that's gone. They got a fielder. But not the ideal way to play. Hazrat Bilal is just watching out.
Well, we need a short leg in there with the helmet on. The way he's targeting his body, he knows he's not comfortable at all. Good bowling here. Not offering them any width, any chance to open up their arms. But 97 of 52. It's not impossible, Abid.
They got a solid case. They made really nice till here. But the only hurdle is they got to watch out this man for 3 overs. Perfectly planned by the captain. Oh, very close. They will run off it for a single, maybe a chance. Oh, it hit him, the batter. Well, they'll run off. I don't think so. That should be because it was hit the batter. I'm not sure what the umpire will do about it, but I think they got to.
Yeah, got in the way of that throw. Not convincing at all. That was almost a cotton bolt. They took a suicidal single. And let's take a look here. Oh, hit the bat, in fact, not the body.
I mean, I'm not sure if it hits the bat and then you still can run for the second, but...
Well, we can ask Ben Stokes.
Yeah, what a final it was. What a game it was. Perfect.
Unbelievable. I think that's the greatest game in the history of cricket.
Oh, yes.
That match.
Indeed. Barest of the margin. Barest.
Nelson on board. And so far it's been a very good over from Hazrat Bilal. Only conceded 3. He's bowling quick on that hard length and making it very uncomfortable for the NBD batters.
Well, if you can purchase 8 runs of this man, still have your strong case. Don't try that. Don't try that. He's too quick for that.
Yeah, that was what we were constantly referring to. You have to counterattack the spinners of Mid East Metals. You're not going to be able to hit the likes of Hazrat Bilal, Ali Anwar out of the park consistently in the later overs. They have too much pace, too much skill, too much experience. So you had to take your chance against the spinners. And even though they hit Kasim Maharvi for a few runs, Khurram Khwaja bowled a very good spell of 3 overs.
Oh, how is that missing stumps? Missed everything. The keeper still looking for the ball. Wondering, Hazrat Bilal, how is that missing those sticks?
Excellent pace. Look at that. Oh, that almost blew away the leg stump. Just seemed away at the wrong moment.
I'm just wondering, you need really a daring, a big dare to play across the line against Hazrat Bilal. He's express. The best way is to play him down the ground. You're making a little mistake there. Just 3 runs of 5 deliveries from Hazrat Bilal, and Mid East Metal find themselves back in the game.
Top over from Hazrat Bilal. That's what you expect from him. And look at that pace. Just riding the bounce. Squeezed away for 1. Only 4 runs off the over. 112 for 3.
It's the captain who's continuing. Will be bowling his final over. So far, he's bowled well. He's picked up a wicket also. Given only 18 in 3, can be impactful.
Well, when you know you're chasing 206 and you're only allowing Khurram Khwaja to bowl at 6-7 runs per over, that's bad strategy here, Abid.
Well, I feel Emirates NBD Cricket Club, they need a solid one big over, at least around 18 runs to 17 in an over.
Yeah, the dugout has gone quiet now. Down the leg side, top edge. There is a deep fine leg. It will drop in front of him. Mustafa Ayub. He was slightly slow to get out of the blocks there. That could have been a catch.
Well, he certainly didn't expect that ball will travel all the way to him. And he's standing on the longest part of the ground. More squarer off the wicket. Oh, he's spraying the ball all around, but still getting that fine leg and fine line, just getting away from the hit. That was a low full toss and was there to be hit.
Steps out, inside edge. And once again, he's bowling a very effective spell here, Khurram Khwaja. He got runs, and now excellent economy rate. Underrated cricketer.
Well, yeah, a very crucial member of the team. Captain leads the team from the front. Well, it's not easy to hit him down the ground. It's not really easy. He's really bowling at the right areas and following the batter.
Yeah, Charuka has just lost his batting rhythm all of a sudden. 40 of 33. He's been there right from ball 1. Outside edge. And a streaky boundary. Well, 1 for 25 on the day. Outstanding spell from Khurram Khwaja despite the final ball boundary. 119 for 3. Ali Anwar now coming into the attack. Interesting move. Will he be bowling 4 on the trot? 14, 16, 18, 20. And then allow everybody else to bowl around him. This match is starting to slip away from Emirates NBD. They were right in the run chase. They were 103 for 2 after 10. Top edge. Just falling short of the keeper. And they've only added 16 runs in the last 3 overs. So that is where the game has gone away from them. Required run rate hovering at 12.5 now. That is going to be a mighty tall order. They still have a set batter at the crease though, Charuka, 44 of 34. But they need him to get going right here, right now. Big full toss. Not connected. Bit of a misfield at mid-wicket. They will pick up 2. That's not going to please Ali Anwar. But there you can see he's just looking to dry his hands, dry the ball. You will get the occasional poor delivery. But have they left it too late here? At one stage they were right in the middle of it. Off the pad, it'll be a leg by. But every over where they don't hit a 4 or a 6, the game goes further away. Mohammad Ismail hasn't looked convincing with the bat at all. Looking to slog right from ball 1 and hasn't really worked. Experienced campaigner Ali Anwar. Big full toss, hit away towards long on. Only dealing in ones though. That will not bother Mid-East Metals at all. Of course, you still have 2 overs of Hazrat Bilal remaining as well. So 4 plus 2 of Anwar and Bilal. That's 6 for you. So they will only need to cover 1 more to complete their quotas. Top edge. There is a deep third. It will drop in front of him. And the boundaries have completely dried up. Good change of length there. Caught him by surprise. $125 for 3. It's been a quiet over for NBD. When you're chasing such a big target, you need to go relentlessly. Skewed away to cover. And they'll pick up 2. 7 runs off the over. 127 for 3.
Well, that's the score trend. Just dipping down here. Emirates NBD Cricket Club. They need to really spark a few boundaries, but it's been a great contest here. Great planning by Khurram Khwaja and the the vice captain Ali Anwar. They kept those crucial overs in the tank, and now it seems to be a little difficult for team with Emirates NBD Cricket Club to find some boundaries. 6 overs left, 79 required with 7 wickets in hand. The left-hander is just 3 runs shy of 50. Charuka. It's a tall task, 13 runs and over, but doable, I would say. Tehran comes back into this attack. It's operating from the school end. He bowls full right into the block hole. No chance of a run. No. Good backup.
Well, how did he miss from there, Tehran Khan? He had all 3 stumps to aim at. He's had a mixed bag of a day. He did make runs, but then couldn't execute the big shots like he wanted. Dropped a catch in the outfield, then took one. And that should have been a straightforward run out for a player of his quality. Top edge. Fielder trying to get underneath it. Couldn't get there. Hazrat Bilal. He was running in all the way from point. And the short third didn't go for it.
They are finding a little difficult to find the boundaries here. The pacers are doing fine job, not giving them width, not bowling really the looseness. And this man is a huddle. He's got 2 overs in the tank.
Yeah, his 2 overs will be crucial. Mustafa Ayub also has 1 left, but I doubt they will go to him.
Well, for that they have Ali Anwar as well. He bowls absolutely brilliant. Oh, a bit of mix up there. Well, Ismail was not looking towards his partner, who desperately wanted to strike Charuka.
And the run rate has completely deflated. They were going at 10.3 at one stage. Now they're at 8.8. So they have slowed down just at the wrong stage of the game, Abid.
Clearly, it's great piece of bowling from Team Miris Metals. They kept these bowlers in the tank and planned it beautifully. They dragged the game. Oh, coming down the track, tried to charge. You will not get one of the over, but they will run for the overthrow.
Well, that was silly from Harun Altaf. Didn't need to do that. Just gifting runs. You have the game firmly in your control. And they've taken some buys there. So although they are smiling in the outfield, I'm sure if they were defending 185, they wouldn't be smiling as much. But it's been an excellent over from Tehran once again. Just when they needed to show their quality, they have lifted their game. And required run rate now getting out of hands. Pulled towards mid-wicket. There's nobody there. Charuka has been the lone warrior battling from ball 1.
Yeah, occupying one end, but he's played slightly slow the way he started. And then in the end, he was struggling to find the boundary. He faced 40 deliveries to bring 49. He's yet to get his 50.
They are not exactly a big hitter of the ball. Full toss, hit hard, but will only find the fielder at long on. 131 for 3.
Well, it's Ali Anwar in the attack and got it completely wrong. Even the keeper couldn't catch up to it. That's gone for 5. That's given as 4. Yeah, He just got a bat onto it. Wouldn't be going for the height no ball over west.
Yeah, that was a very poor delivery from an experienced player. That just shows you how hard it is to bowl with a wet ball. Constantly drying it, trying to find a good grip. Of course, it's a wet outfield, you're sweating, working hard in the field as well. Oh, that's it. That's the Yorker he was looking for. Beautifully bowled. And Mohammad Ismail, well, I think it was a wrong idea to send him. He doesn't rotate the strike, always looking for those slogs. And you can't slog bowlers of this quality, Abid.
Yeah, you need to be a bit more accurate. Just trying to play across the line. But too much, you got it completely wrong onto it. Maybe a chance, no, dips in front of their run. He's can't catch up to it. And now that required run rate is just going out of the control. More than 15 runs and over. Could be a tall task for ECC.
Yeah, they were in the stronger position for some stages of the game. But just the total package that was lacking. Oh, hooked away. Beautiful shot by Charuka to bring up his 50. Well played.
Finally got one poor delivery, puts it away for 4 runs, and that will give him 50. Slightly slow at the strike run rate, but 130 is fine. But I think the contest of the game should have played slightly better in that strike rate. But he's yet to prove himself. He's got there. The job is only half done. Maybe he can take the team ECC over the line. A lot of expectations from Charuka.
It's certainly not impossible, but it is quite difficult. They need somebody to start belting the ball out of the park. Easier said than done. Required run rate above 15 now. Oh, slower delivery. Beautifully bowled by Ali Anwar. .140 for 3. Well, if they were batting first, this would be a very good effort. But that's the way it goes sometimes. Bowled him! This time, full and straight, and played all around it. And Charuka's innings comes to an end, thanks to the perfect delivery from Ali Anwar.
All this time he was looking for that Yorker. He got it one right and takes the castle. Look, that castle has been completely destroyed. And a long walk couldn't take his team over the line. Charuka Raveen walks out scoring 53 of 43 with 2 sixes and 5 boundaries. It's 5 wickets down for 140.
So 4 wickets down, pardon me. Akhlaq Haider coming in at number 6. And Tehran Khan to bowl out. Has gone wicketless so far, but bowled well. Oh, it's over the keeper, over the short third. And is that a 6 or a 4? Waiting for confirmation.
Well, I would say that flung for all the way. 6 runs, that might be. But we need to check that one. The umpires are looking into it. Has it got all the way? Oh, yes, it does. It's maximum 6 runs.
Well, that's one way to start the over. Mohammad Ismail has been really struggling to find the middle of the blade. Even that was a top edge. 60 needed of 23. Can we see something incredible here at the Arabian Cricket League? Trying to put his fielders in the right areas, Tehran. And there'll be another change of ball. That one slightly gone out of shape. Of course, the seam gets very wet and disheveled very quickly. So a newer ball that suits the batting team as well. It's slightly harder. Will come on to the bat. It is going to get wet in any case. So no real advantage for the bowling side, I reckon. So Tehran continues. Oh, he's connected all the way over square leg, but straight to the fielder. Wonderful catch taken there by Faizan Awan.
Difficult one to judge under the light. He kept his eyes locked on the ball. That was hit high. Just got the splice of the bat, not the middle. And that went the distance. But that was the longest part of the ground. Difficult to pass that man, Faizan Awan, with a brilliant effort in the outfield. Mohammad Ismail departs, scoring 21 of 18. It is now half of the team is back at the hut. 146.
Anuj Thakur, the new batter, in at number 7. Wonderful color on those pads. Very eye-catching. I think I need to get a couple of shirts in that color. Maybe Abid, you and I can both wear it together.
Well, certainly not. The pads in front of these bowlers.
Spliced towards the extra cover. Only going to be one. So Anuj is underway.
The game looks very much in control for Mid-East Metals. They seems to be cruising towards the victory because they just ECC losing the wickets at wrong time, couldn't accelerate in the end. Clearly the first half it belongs to ECC, but sooner they introduced the pace, they kept on missing.
Yeah, very true. They had a window of opportunity to take control of the run chase, but then after the halfway mark they only scored 16 runs in 3 overs, and that is where the game went away from them.
Yeah, on control, certainly difficult it was. These fast bowlers put a good shot altogether. Tehran, Hazrat Bilal, Ali Anwar, they got a brilliant pace attack. Mustafa Ayub also bowled beautiful 2 overs, but this has gone up in the air. Maybe a chance, yes it is. Ali Anwar wouldn't be missing that. He's safe as a house. Change of pace from Tehran, did the trick.
Super intelligent bowling from TKN, catching the splice of the bat. There you can see it was the off cutter, and Ali Anwar was already 5 yards off the rope, and that's a simple catch for the experienced all-rounder. So a short stay at the crease for Anuj. He's gone for 1. It's 148 for 6. The new batter in is Lahiru Malwatta, coming in at number 8. Oh, good looking drive. Nicely cut away to deep cover. Looks like a proper batter 57 required of the last 3 overs. Hazrat Bilal coming in for his third over from the academy end. And I think it's going to be a tough time for Lahiru. But Hazrat hasn't picked up a wicket so far. He'll be looking to boost that wickets column. Oh, right outside off.
He didn't be bowl that quick. He's just trying to maintain the line and length and bowl it simple. Because the game is completely in control. You don't need to do extra work. It's just that you need to be accurate with your line and length. Just bowl those decent line and get your team to the victory.
Yeah, he can take it as a moment to experiment with some things. Try to mix it up. Of course, now that you're a international cricketer, you want to be on your A game always. Back of the hand, and that could have been a cotton bolt. That could have been an incredible cotton bolt.
Yeah, couple of more inches if he would have been taller. A good change of pace there. The batter was expecting the ball to be quick. Whenever you see this man coming towards you, that was almost a leg spin.
Wonderful change of pace. Disguised it beautifully. Full and straight. Nicely played by Akhlaq.
Well, I think ICCA has given up. They think it's long way, the distance is too far. They're not trying hard.
Yeah, they needed somebody to play a big innings. Of course, the big blow was Hamad Ahmed getting out first ball. He had that power game, that ability to hit sixes off the fast bowlers. They really needed that. But then, in the second half of the innings, they completely lost momentum. Yorker attempted, hit away towards mid-off. And Ali Anwar, he's also had a good game.
Well, indeed. He had a good 40s and then bowled up and picked up a wicket as well. It was Manal Siddiqui was out of the action today. They did not use him at all. Neither with the ball, because he was a good option when the two lefties were batting together. For that matter, Faizan Awan also. But they got things in control.
True, very true. Oh, look at that one. That went like a leg break from Hazrat. Wonderful bowling.
Well, you don't see often bowler toying with the batter in these conditions. It's certainly, this man is doing the magic. Bowling those leg cutters, bowling back of the hand, perfect line and length.
Yeah, it's very hard to control those with the wet ball, but he's proving to be an expert, a master. Pace on, just dug out in time. Excellent over from Hazrat Bilal. 153 for 6. Qasim Mahavi into the attack and just dropping in front of long on. That should have been a catch. Ali Anwar slightly relaxed. Now the game is in control.
Well, indeed. Qasim Mahavi is as well smiling. He knows that game is pretty much in the bag and he's absolutely bowling in the right areas. How often do you see the spinner bowling the penultimate over?
Yeah, very rare sight indeed. I think Akhlaq should at least try to go for some big shots. You never know. Hit on the pad, but just going down leg. Very, very close indeed.
Yeah, that's given leg buys. Wondering, that was very close. Might be worth an appeal. At least they should go on for the shout.
Yeah, he's just trying to race through his over. Swipe towards mid wicket. There is, well, the man you mentioned, Manal Siddiqui. He's had a quiet day at the office, but he'll be happy to go home with a win.
Oh, indeed, a team man, a team player. Oh, imagine the power he's putting behind that. Hard swing. He's almost lost footing.
Yeah, he wanted to hit that into the Indian Ocean. Didn't quite connect. This time towards mid wicket, but there is protection. So Qasim Mahavi's work is done for the night. 158 for 6.
Well, the final over is on and the speed star Hazrat Bilal is on as well. Ancient gone. Tried to play that one hard. Gets the slice of the bat. And keeper takes the catch. Happy jolly moment here for Midis Metals. That's travelling. And any keeper would love to get that one into the gloves.
Well, a deserved wicket for Hazrat Bilal and a deserved dismissal for Haroon Altaf. Akhlaq Haider gone for 5. Well, new batter in is Anuradha Ekanaike. Very strange decision. He was batting in the middle order in the past couple of games. Oh, look at that pace from Hazrat Bilal. That was absolute fire.
Well. That's one way to welcome the new batter Anuradha. Well, the real music, real bounce, real dance.
That is just too quick for your first delivery. It was literally half an inch away from the off stump. Big smile. Well, now the grumpy Hazrat Bilal is happy.
It took me ages to see him smile.
Once again, brute of a delivery, no chance. That would get even the best of the lot out.
Well, I say he's risking it. He's just trying to create the room. Well, you don't really have a time when Hazrat Bilal is operating. His bowling is firing up with some speed star. We saw the past over where he was trying the slower ones, but not anymore.
Well, we have 4 or 5 extremely quick bowlers in the UAE, the likes of Junaid Siddiqui, Muhammad Zahid, of course, Hazrat Bilal is up there, Zahoor Khan is up there. It will be interesting to see them have a competition. Once again, unplayable, absolutely untouchable, Hazrat Bilal.
Will put your feet on the shoes of the batter. Imagine.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm very comfortable in the com box behind this 15 millimeter thick glass. I want nothing to do with meeting Hazrat Bilal except outside the ground.
Well, what better job you can ask for? You're watching the game, the lovely game of cricket, and sitting relaxed. There you go. Thank you.
We're enjoying ourselves. Attempted Yorker became a full toss, and Anuradha finally lays bat to ball. So it will be defeat for Emirates NBD. In the end, Midis Metals, their fast bowlers were just too good. They had too much quality. And when push came to shove, they took the game away. Good all-round show by Midis Metals. Their batters got runs. They took wickets in the power play and then fought back hard when they really needed to show their class. So that will conclude the match. It's given as a wide. Well, hang on there. Just hang on. It's all about the rules of the game. Still not over. In the end, it will be a comfortable victory for Midis Metals, thanks to the fast bowlers who really stepped up to the plate when it was required. Ali Anwar bowled an excellent spell. Tehran Khan Niazi consistent as always, and well, we know all about the class of this man, Hazrat Bilal. And that is definitely the end of the game now. So in the end, Midis Metals defend their score, and Emirates NBD have fallen short by 45 runs. A vital 2 points to the name of Midis Metals. They remain in the hunt for a top 4 finish in their group of the Arabian Cricket League. That is the batting scorecard for you. Charuka Raveen, 53 of 43, was well supported by Anurag Nishad, but nobody else really came to the party apart from Mohammad Ismail. The bowling figures, Tehran Khan was excellent, 2 for 29. Mustafa Ayub was very expensive in his third over, but was on a hat-trick at one stage in the power play. 2 for 43, 1 for 17 for Hazrat Bilal, 1 for 25 Khurram Khwaja, and 1 for 16 Ali Anwar. Well, that is the match summary for you then. Midis Metals batted first and posted a mighty score of 205 in the allotted 20 overs. Haroon Altaf, the standout batter, 79 of 42. Ali Anwar, the all-rounder, 44 not out, with contributions by Tehran Khan and Khurram Khwaja. Anuj Thakur, 2 for 31. And Emirates NBD in response could only manage 160 in the allotted 20 overs. Charuka Raveen getting a 50 and Anurag chipping in with 41. 2 wickets apiece for Tehran Khan and Mustafa Ayub. Hazrat Bilal and Khurram Khwaja with 1 scalp each, as Midis Metals won the match comfortably by 45 runs. Well, tomorrow we have yet more action from the ICCA Academy Arabian Cricket League. It's going to be 7 districts taking on the International Warriors. So do tune in for that game at 9 p.m. local time. That's all from the com box for now. We'll head over to Abid Ibrahim for the post-match presentation and join you tomorrow for more action from the ICC Academy. We'll see you then. It's good night for now.
ਸ਼ੋਅ ਸੀ ਨਾ ਉਹਦਾ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ ਸਕਦਾ ਸਭ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ
ਪਰ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਤਲਬ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਨਾ ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ
ਉਹੀ ਕੰਟਰੋਲ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ पर आज हो गया ना कोई नहीं आया आखिर मोमेंट में इमरजेंसी वो फैमिली के साथ निकल गया उससे पहले ही बोला था मैं आज नहीं आऊँगा बट वी वर काउंटिंग we got his show and then other guys we last moment asked them they all were we can Abdul Rahman is out of the station he's coming back tomorrow
सारी कन्वर्सेशन एमिरेट्स से रोड पे कर रहे थे महेश भाई का कसम से मैंने अभी 2 बार में उधर आने गया अगर मुझे पता होता ना मैं
What a fantastic day of cricket we had here at ICC Cricket Academy. First game, we seen Karwan CC playing against Ajman Heroes. That was a thriller, but that was not the end for the day. We had second game, the match number 52, turned out to be very interesting. We saw that after losing the toss, the team British Metals was invited to bat on and they put on 205 runs on board. That was massive, a mammoth total. By chasing that down halfway through, they were exactly going where they wanted to be. Emirates Cricket Club. They just couldn't play that last phase and they lost their game. But before that, we'll welcome everyone to the post-match presentation party. And we need to give some credit to ICC Cricket Academy for scenes behind and involvement throughout this ground. Wonderful fitness facilities, and we need to thank our title sponsor, of course, SkyExchange.net, official streaming partner FanCode, and then events partner TCM. Well, in match number 52, it was a very easy win in the end for British Metals. To give a Player of the Match award, I've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali alongside me. Thank you, sir, for joining for the post-match presentation party. He is a match referee also. Well, someone who scored 6 sixes. That's not the easy way to do, and with 7 fours to follow. Scoring 79 runs of just 52 deliveries, an experienced man, Harun Altaf, the player of the match. Harun, what a great clinical performance this has been. Well, Arun, I will need you for a few minutes, but it's been a great show that you have put on. I think you enjoyed batting on that power play.
Yeah, first of all, Alhamdulillah, thanks God that I've been able to perform today. Yes, I did. I came in early, so it played to my strength. It was a circle was there, and fast bowlers were on. Initially, I was just trying to play with the ground shots. Outfield is really fast. Pitch is good. Ball was coming onto the bat. It was bouncing well. So that's how it started, and then it just went on and on.
Well, is it give you a little bit of an ease when you're batting alongside your captain?
Yes, it does. It does, because we discuss continuously what is the strategy. Shall we go hard? Shall we keep playing ground shots? How much score do we need in the power play? So all these things are continuously being discussed, so you're pretty comfortable. You're not waiting for a message coming in from the outside, so it's always good to be.
Well, just to get you around, it's been a hard work for wicketkeeper. You need to keep the wicket 20 overs. Every ball you need to move around. How hard it is to be a wicketkeeper batter?
Absolutely. Wicket keeping is a thankless job, as you know, and it is tough. The main criteria for being a wicket keeper is fitness. So that's what I try to maintain. Well, overall conditions over here are quite easy for a wicket keeper. The ball is bouncing, it's carrying very well. So that played to the advantage. But of course, our bowlers are pretty quick, Bilal and company. So it's a bit of a challenge as well. It's good fun.
Yeah. So you're that round. Being outside 30-yard circle while collecting the ball when Bilal Asad was bowling.
Absolutely, I was standing on the circle, just used to come a step in, and then when he gets fired up after taking a wicket or bowling a bounce, he gets really quick. So,
well, it turns out to be a lovely evening for you and your team.
Sure, thank you very much. Yes, it was. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Well, great chat with you. Do well.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that was the player of the match, and he's had a brilliant day out there. British Metals winning this game, and it is good night from us, and we'll see you tomorrow for the next game. Good night.